항상도 원하고 원하던 모습인데 모두 난 두려워하잖아. 그래서 이제야 잘못된 거 알아서 이제와 내 자신이 거짓이라 느껴서 항상 난 무서워서 두려워서 그랬던 거야. 익숙한 거야. 이제 와서 봐도 이에 빛이 알아온다라고 생각하기에는 아직까지 괜찮다고. 두려움은 자신감이 내가 아닌 우리가 할 거야. 그래 처음부터 다시 start Can't fly high. 두려움은 자신감이 내가 아닌 우리가 할 거야. 그래 처음부터 다시 start Can't fly 난 나를 위하여 또 너를 위하여 우리 단단히 설 수 있게 우리 모두 위하여 지켜보를 위하여 이제 모두 다 돌려주려 해. 오늘이 불가능하다고 생각했던 내가 너무 싫어서 미워서 지우려버리려 했던 내가 너무나도 어리석었다. 바보 같았나. 이라는 생각 안에 모이든지 풀어나가려 헤쳐나가려 하는 내 자신의 내 영혼에 나도 몰래 수많았던 기도와 흘러내린 눈물들. 두려움은 자신감을 내가 아닌 우리가 할 거야. 그래 처음부터 다시 start Can't fly high. 두려움은 자신감을 내가 아닌 우리가 할 거야. 그래 처음부터 다시 start Can't fly Can't fly Can't fly 널 두려워하게 할 수 있었기에 가득했던 좋은 추억들 좋은 기억들 잊고 싶지 않아 또 지워지지 않아 모두 다 이 맘속에 간직하겠어. 하나의 내가 거울가는 세상에 부딪혀서 깨질 때도 이겨내겠어. 또 위에 서겠어 나 자신을 위해 지켜봐줄 너길 위해 넌 너를 위해 또 널 위해 여기서 끝내지 않아. 우리 당당히 설 수 있게 우리 모두 위해 지켜볼 그들 위해 지우고 지웠던 기억 이제 모두 다 돌려주려 해. 난 나를 위하여 또 너를 위하여 우리 단단히 설 수 있게 우리 모두 위하여 지켜보를 위하여 이제 모두 다 돌려주려 해. 난 나를 위하여 여기서 끝내지 않아. 우리 단단히 설 수 있게 지웠던 기억 이제 모두 다 돌려주려 해.
Hello everyone. How y'all doing today? Good to see all of you. What's good today? This lovely Friday afternoon. I've heard I've missed some things. I want to catch up. See the things I missed. Probably garbage, but you never know. There's always gold dust to be found everywhere.
Later when done streaming, can you send me the first GIF of the horn chick
Oh yeah, I can send you that. No problem.
from the slime? Thank you.
Yeah. Believe it or not, that's how I found it. I just typed in slime gifs.
Yeah, she's from how a reincarnate as a slime.
Fine.
And I
Yeah.
like that. I mean, you put it, and I couldn't find that GIF.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. Ain't no biggie. Ain't no biggie at all. But welcome
Thank
aboard the Dark Descent once more. We go into the breach again, my friends. Everything seems to be hunky-dory, and I hear Phil is blowing a goddamn gasket for whatever reason on everything and everyone. But that's fine. nothing but more content for the rest of us. As him just losing his shit on everything and everyone.
Ganda. Ganda naman pa na daw.
It's pretty normal for Phil. Pretty normal for Phil. It's pretty standard stuff, you know, but he's now emboldened by his casino bros. You know, he thinks he is strong willed and unstoppable. Unstoppable force right now.
So, so tonight, tonight Jack is streaming. So, you know, night Jack is wrestling, you know.
I mean, you know, everyone has this arc where they feel emboldened by because they've gotten some newfound fame or they've gotten a boost in numbers and viewers and money. So, you know, they kind of feel their Wheaties, they feel their oats. No pun intended. Sorry, cat. But he feels like he's better than everyone else right now. He's living high on the hog, if you will. And that's fine because we get the king of hate back, baby. The angry Phil. The Phil that can be as mean as he wants and as diving headfirst straight into hell. And it just makes it hilarious. I know some people want him to be knocked down a peg or two. That's not going to be the case anytime soon. That's going to take something major to happen where we get Phil crying in a corner, drinking his gin, maybe getting 1 or 2 Hogan pulls a day. You know, he said we're seething, we're angry and crying that Phil is actually doing something with himself and whatnot. And it's like, not really. I'm still laughing at you. Like, I'm still getting content. Like, I'm still getting content out of this. Like, I'm still getting laughter out of this. It doesn't matter what's happening. You know, I'm gonna use Phil's terminology here. You know, you polish a piece of shit. It's still a piece of shit. It didn't change. What's up, Ramen? Good to see you, man. Big ups. Well, Swade, I see you over there. How you doing? Good to see you. But I'm gonna definitely see what I've missed, catch up on it real quick. I was gonna restream him today, but the quality I've seen is just horrible. Like, even from the source, like even Phil's stream itself is horrible. And I just don't feel like dealing with that. So I'm just like, I'm not going to. So he
What
can
are you
take.
talking about?
He can keep that bad quality. Like, you know, he's sitting there bragging that, you know, he's, you know, crisp, you know, 60 and all this bullshit. No, that stream was not. There was mad pixelization in there. And I can watch it at 4K if I want to. I can watch it at 2K if I want to. And it just wasn't helping. So I'm like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. It's just bad. Hey, you can easily say it's the lighting. He's in a brighter area or whatever. It's like, no, it was just bad. But enough talk. Y'all are like, hey, I shut the hell up and get on with the stream. So that's exactly what we're going to do. You know, we got our angry ogre chick walking. We got the person getting in the mobile suit to fly off. We got the mobile suit just dropping. And we got the 2 wolves fighting. Everything is great. So let's get into it. As long as everything works right. I hope everybody can hear me. Because my computer had to update and decided to fuck up everything. So I had to quickly reset everything to where it needed to be. Hopefully it works.
I got that thing.
Like, hopefully it works, but we'll know. Listen, man, we're getting a lot of mental breakdowns. We're still the build-up phase, aka, yeah, exactly. And that's how it always is with him. It is. You know, it's gonna be like these Gem Sniper 2s right here, just dropping, just hot dropping. But that's Phil. That's Phil. This is who Phil wants to be. And as I've said many times on this stream, Phil, just be you. Just be okay with the consequences that come with it. And if you can do that, then you're fine. You have no problems. You'll be A-okay. But let's get into it.
I'm sorry, it sucks. We were on a big momentum push, and now I get the feeling this is going to be the end of it
So this is, I want to say, by Snort Brunel. No, Memology. This is just by Memology.
tonight. Because
So
what can I do to make
what is this? Pity party to keep the donation streak. See, and this is the thing right here you always see that's hilarious is more guilt tripping for money. If you're a successful, big successful YouTuber man, then you shouldn't need anyone. You shouldn't need to beg anyone for tips. Like this should be a natural thing that happens. But then again, this is Phil. It never goes that way.
And I just realized something. I want to interrupt you. What is Dave called? OneDrive active.
What's up?
What does Dave got OneDrive active of all things? OneDrive, the software used. I know he's using it because of the check marks under the check mark. Ah, fuck yeah. No, under
Might
the.
need to turn them up. Okay. Okay, let me get that playing, and I'll see. Hope we got my computer stuff working. Kind of hyped for Space Marine in a few weeks. Oh, I'm always hyped for Space Marine. Yeah, as long as you guys can hear it, that was what I was worried about. But
make stuff work? I can't. All I can do is
that's the
put out
problem.
a stream for it. All right.
On
This
FPS,
fucking app
wonderful.
sucks. The app they made for
Oh,
this thing
that's
is
why
terrible.
I'm actually
The
missing
app is just
something.
garbage. It really is poorly made because it's not easy to figure out. Why would you have an app no save button anywhere?
Okay. I see the issue now, chat. I see the issue.
Last time I had financial freedom was probably 2014 when I moved out here. That was the end of it. Seriously, like 2014. Good evening, everyone. This obviously is not what I was planning tonight. Although, quite frankly, I actually didn't plan tonight to begin with.
There we go.
I was just kind of along for the ride.
So
It was
I
supposed to be a
fixed that
co-op
issue.
stream
Thank
with
you.
the Kino Casino guys as well as Mudahar, and it all fell apart while I was playing Black with Wukong earlier today. I got a text like, well, not
Can you stop fidgeting? I mean, I have no room to talk. I fidget a lot, so I have zero room to talk. But get a fidget spinner, get a fidget block, something to keep your hands occupied while you're talking, because this is kind of disrespectful. At least look in the general direction of the audience while you're doing this, or just not have your camera on, because this is an everyday thing. You're always fidgeting, moving back and forth, blah 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 blah. Bro, you got to do better. Street counter again is crazy. Not even hiding the guilt trip now. Oh, of course not. Of course not. He's not going to, because this is the Vest Streak 2.0, 3.0, whatever .0 you want to call this. That's what we have right here. And Phil is going to milk it for all it's worth right now.
a text, but a DM.
And as fucked up as it sounds, as he should. If they're willing to keep doing this, then fuck it. Get your money. Get your money from the casino dents, your dents, and any other dent that wants to give you money right now. And I'm going to still laugh. But this is the scam. This is the LARP, whatever you want to call it, and it's working. He might as well stay doing it. But as I said before, you have a bigger audience. Now, what are you going to do to keep that audience? I mean, right now, he's essentially doing the same thing as Craig did. Monetize the hate. And that's what Phil's doing, except for he's monetizing the hate out of his own chat. See, when Craig did monetize the hate, he was getting detractors to tip him. He was getting money out of the detractor community. Phil's not getting money out of the detractors. He's just getting money out of his own fan base. More money, as well as the Kino fans that are coming over to watch him. And it's working. So go ahead and keep doing it, Phil. And then when they finally run out of money or they get bored, we'll be right back to your regularly scheduled Phil. Also, people freaking out about his money needs to remember that this is a time of the year when he picks back up. You know, I don't even think about it. Like, I really don't. I laugh when he doesn't get anything, and I laugh when he gets money. Like, that's always been my motto. Just laugh.
I don't care how much money Dave makes, but it's not my money.
Like it's kind of like whatever at that point. But I get why people do. I get why people do.
Am pretty close to the end of my first stream, basically saying in a panic that it looks like the whole thing was falling apart, that Mudahar was canceling and couldn't make it. They were hurriedly trying to find a replacement and could not find one. And they were kind of upset because, you know, the whole idea was that, you know, everyone was going to get a boost out of it. You know, it was going to be a cool
they're not cool with me.
crossover style event.
What's up?
Is there an echo or just me?
It might be an echo. Let me play it some more and I'll figure it out.
That all of us would get something out of. It's just money. And the fact that it fell apart like it did, you're like, damn, that sucks, right? But it is what it is. Tonight I'm still gonna
Let me pull
stream.
it up on my
My
phone
stream's
to
all
see,
screwed
'cause
up. Like
it
I wanted
might
to
be
mess
an
with this
echo.
thing before we got online, and this thing is a pain. This thing basically runs on an app, and the app is very limited in usability. Let's put it that way. It's not very user friendly. Like all I literally
Usability.
wanted to do was put 3 lines of text. It was
It's
going to
an
say
app,
DSP,
Dave. We
welcome to
expect it
DSP
to be
Gaming,
used
Black with
for.
Wukong stream, you know, hail to the king or something like that. I just wanted 3 scrolling lines of text, but I couldn't even figure out how to color the text. The app is so bad. It's not even intuitive how to make the text a certain color. I want you to think about that.
And intuitive. Well, Phil, you know, there's a thing that you're on called the internet.
Look it up, Dave.
Yeah, look it up. You can easily look on YouTube. Like that's how most people do things nowadays. They can't figure something out. They go on YouTube and look for it, or they Google it, because the answers are there. People have already asked these questions. They've already had these problems, or somebody knows that these problems are going to come up, so they kind of already do it ahead of time. Hey, here's a video for whatever it is you're trying to do. Like the fact that you sit there and talk about first world problems is kind of sad in itself. Like, oh, I couldn't get this to work. Okay, well, did you try actually looking it up? Did you try something on your own? Like, I don't think it's on this one. I think it's on chill. Like chilling and chatting. Let me see here. No, it's not. All right, it might be on the gameplay then. Whatever. But there was something I couldn't figure out, and I sent Guy with Two Names, a message, and I asked him. I was like, "Hey, how do you do this? Like, I don't want to know the process you do it. I just want to know how you got to that point." And he was like, "Oh, I just used this," and I was like, "Oh, okay, thanks. That's all I needed. I just needed a starting point." And once I got the starting point, I was able to do the rest myself. Now, not on his level, of course, but it was the fact that I was able to figure it out past that point. Phil doesn't even try to find a solution. He just automatically like, well, it's not this, it's not that. Did you try actually messing with it?
That's like a basic thing you do in any word processor or something. And they didn't feel
Wait, word processor. Hold on, what the fuck? Hold on, did I miss something there?
it's not even intuitive how to make the text a certain color. I want you to think about that. That's like a basic thing you do in any word processor or something. And they didn't.
But I mean, what you're trying to use, is it a word processor? Like, this
What
is something
fuck, my thing?
completely different. Like, this is something completely different than what you're trying to do.
feel that would be important in the app to be something very easy to figure out. It doesn't even make sense. There's colors, you click on them, they do
Why would it be,
absolutely
Dave?
nothing. I
You could look it up.
accidentally did color the text once, but then I couldn't figure out how I did it nor how to do it again. So I was like, I really don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And I hope
I mean, but see, this is what's sad, that you are a YouTuber, you are a streamer, and you are not taking the time out of your day, regardless of you're streaming or not. You're not taking the time out of your day to figure out things that are important to your business. Like, these are things that you should have already knowing what to do, or at least looking it up to figure it out. If I didn't know something, I looked it up. Simple as that. Got it working, got it fine, got it fixed. you know, set up the base of how they tell you how to do it, and then after that, you can start experimenting with the way you want it to be. Like, it's not that hard. But we have Mr. 16-year content creator here who can't even figure out how to open up a fucking ketchup bottle.
That you guys will chill and
But you
enjoy.
couldn't do that?
Now, the
I'm
one
just
sad
using-
fact
that's
here,
not
we
serious,
are
man.
8 streams
For a quick
that I have hit
second,
all
'cause
of
they
my
think
goals.
that's
goals. I have
stupid.
crushed the goals. 8
'Cause they think that's
single
stupid not to know how
streams.
to do that at
I
least.
know what's going to happen tonight.
Yeah.
We're not going to hit the goals tonight because people wanted to see co-op. I advertised.
Yeah, right there, victim mentality. Like, he's already setting it up for his chat. And this is the thing right here that I've always said, if there was anything I ever wanted to get out on a bigger platform, it's this shit right here. Because he does it all the time. You know, and he'll sit there and say, like, oh, you know, I don't mind if we don't hit it all the time, this and that. But then you turn around and say something like this, and it's like, well, dude, what the fuck? Like, which one is it? Clearly you do want to hit it all the time. I think, what was it, a couple of days ago, he sat there and said if he keeps doing this, like if people keep supporting him like this for months, that he might be able to take another day off. Like, that should be the eye-opener to anybody right then and there. He just wants your money. He just wants, well, actually, I mean, yeah, that's part of it. He wants you to make sure he is financially taken care of instead of actually working towards giving you the content to want to actually do things for him or donate to him, so on and so forth.
Advertised co-op. I wish we could have done co-op, but I can't control that. That's out of my control. What I can do is give you an entertaining stream regardless.
Again, though, see, this is right here. You cannot say I'm giving you an entertaining stream. You can't say that because that is not for you to decide. That is for your audience to decide. That is for the rest of the world to decide. I'm not going to sit here and say my streams are entertaining because I'm saying it from my own standpoint, and that's what I want. That doesn't mean my viewers are enjoying the stream. There might be something in the stream they don't like, or they just don't like me in general. I can say, you know, all I can do is put out the content for your viewing pleasure. But I can't say entertaining content. It doesn't work that way. So this is before he's creating a win-loss situation where trolls can win without ever having to do anything. It all takes is time. Yeah, all it takes is time. Like, he's his own worst enemy. He's his own biggest detractor. You're trying to manipulate people into keeping the goal going, but it's only supported by 2 to 5 people. Oh yeah, and it's gonna fall. Yeah, it's gonna fall, and we're gonna have a similar incident back in the days of LSB when the vest streak failed when he was playing Paper Mario. The pace he is currently spending the money he earns. Yeah, he can't save money. Phil has to blow the money as fast as he gets it. Oh, of course the $50 goal was gonna disappear. The moment that money started coming in, it was gonna be like, yo, I want the full amount. And he's getting it. And he's gonna continue to get it until they get tired of it. It's gonna be just like the vest streak all over again. It's gonna go for a period of time and then it's gonna drop off. And then he's gonna be all butthurt about it because he'll be like, I really wanted the streak to continue going. I wanted the streak to continue going. And but you have to do something. And this again goes into one of the biggest issues Phil has is he's not diversifying his content. Now, I know, depending on how you look at it, people can look at unfavorably to members only content, but he should be doing members only content. The moment you open up memberships, you have the ability to make members only content or not. That is your right. You can do that.
or make it, or add some feature for only members can use.
Yeah,
Not just putting polls that voting
yeah.
21
Like
members. I don't know, something.
some of us, like
I
I said
think
before, there's a guy I follow, Tux Bandito. He's a Division 2 guy, and he does a lot of Division 2 content. But on the side, if you become a member, you get access to his curated playlist of music that he puts together himself. So I get something for my membership, and that's for members only. And then the higher tier member, I think, gets a hold of his PvP builds, where he sits there and breaks down his PvP setups, and you can sit there and use that to help your own PvP. So there's something to be gained for being a member to him.
To the best of my ability, which would be to
or
continue on
like once
with
someone out
today's
member to it, like
awesome new release. What you want to see, correct?
only members can
So,
be part of their own server.
I'm sorry, it sucks. We were
Oh,
on a big
something.
momentum push, and now I get the feeling this is going to be the end of it tonight.
Yeah.
Because what can I do to make stuff work? I can't. All I can do is put out a
Chill
stream.
on the
For it,
mana.
all right. So if you would like to,
What's
to
going
support
on?
tonight, please by all means do. I have to run and use the bathroom and brush my teeth. I'll be back within like 5
His
minutes
stance
or
on
so.
members
And
only
if you
content
guys,
is weird because
like the stuff, if you could support it
Make sure
tonight, I
you-
would very, very
he
much
already does
appreciate
members
that.
only content. Yeah, when he
I think,
does
like I said, I think too many people
Patreon.
take it for granted and just it's just gonna get hit. It might not get hit. There's only one more hour left tonight, guys. I don't think. I mean, I'll be honest here. We're 85. This could be the end of it. We're almost at 100. I got all this planning going on for a 100 vest streak, but I think it's because we're all kind of just assuming that it's gonna happen.
That's not.
When in reality, it's not a guarantee. So this could be the end of it tonight. Okay. So far, we are at $6 of the king's tax of tips. Those are PayPal tips. And like I said, we have had 8 straight streams where we have hit all of my goals. Tonight, in the next 2 hours, if we hit all of my goals, that would be number 9 and continuing. Yes, I still have Rich's last chip. It fell over right here. It fell over when I put this new sign up. I'll have to find a new place to put it. I don't have any place to put it. Put it right there. Right? Put it somewhere where
I
people can
didn't
see
want
it.
it to say.
But yeah, but here's the thing. Like I said, I actually feel
Hold on,
like
man.
I
been a
feel
while.
like sadly, as a result of our planned thing getting
What
canceled
up,
last
Ike?
minute, that this probably ain't gonna
What's up,
happen,
Lewis?
and the momentum is gonna stop.
I
If the
thought-
momentum
I just
continues,
didn't
I would
need
be
to,
super
say
stoked and
something.
happy. But I'm a realist, and I know that we had probably tons of people who were lined up to show up to watch the co-op, and now the co-op's not happening, right? So, the God just tipped me $1 and says, "Here's $1 because you still think that money is the end all and be all when it comes to life. You'll find out the hard way." All right. So Nero Sealy 735 has done a $5 super chat and says, "Let's hit that perfectly reasonable goal for the wise and just king." $5 super chat. No, super chats don't count towards the tips goal because tips are not super chats. They're completely different. We all know that. That's why they're called two different things. That's why they come in differently. They look differently. That's like saying, well, is the apple the same with an orange? If you have an apple counter, why don't you count it when someone hands you an orange? Because they're not the same. They're still good, but they're not the same. There you go. Looking forward to a rescheduled
Please
stream
don't
with
forget the money
Kino
back.
Casino, my liege. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Yes, sorry that I had to reschedule. Well, I didn't reschedule. Sorry that it got canceled outside of my control. I'm going to do a 2-hour Black with Wukong stream for you all right now that I hope you will enjoy. And, brand new, release day hype, everyone. Thanks for being here tonight. Thanks for over 160 likes. If we can get that to 200 likes, that would be amazing. Thanks for the early support. Again, 8 straight streams I have hit my goals. If we can hit the tips goals tonight, that would make 9 straight. It would suck to have that die now because of, a rescheduled of a schedule there. That would really suck. Anyway, it sucks. All right, it does. It absolutely sucks that this happened. And I feel bad, obviously, because I can't control it. I have nothing to do with anything like that. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for the memberships. And we are currently $50 away from maxing out my goal again. This would be the 9th straight stream that we did it. And that would be outstanding. Think about how many people, those sad trolls and detractors who would
They
cry
volunteer
if we
you
hit
in
that
your
goal
the
tonight.
memo they're using.
And see, like right here, he got at least $100. I'm sure he got his 150 altogether. Like I'm sure of that. But it's one of the things, like, you're seeing that stronger push for money. Like, we're not even hiding it anymore. We're not trying to butter it up or anything. We're just out with the begging now. And like, you do that for memberships. Like, you do that for memberships and stuff like that. That is when it's fine. It's members. But when he sits there and says things like, "Oh, the detractors are seething and they're crying because I'm making money. It's a byproduct of me being successful." And it's like, again, you were basing this solely off of money. This isn't about the content you're putting out. This is strictly off of financial gain you receive in the stream. And that's not how streaming should be. Hey, Dunce, how you doing, man? Like, that's not how streaming should be. It should be, I enjoy something and I'm putting it out for the rest of the world to hopefully enjoy. Or I'm just doing this as a hobby because I just want something to do and I kind of want some people around. Just people to talk to while I do the thing I do. There's nothing wrong with that. But Phil is this abundantly... He's your male ethos. That's all he is. And when they say, "Oh, detractors are pocket watching him and this and that," and yes, there are detractors that do pocket watch him. I'm not going to deny that. But when you sit there and say, "Oh, you guys only look at it from the money aspect," yes, because that's what he makes it out to be. He only makes it out from the money aspect. He's not making it out from a streaming aspect. He's not making it out from a spot where we'll be like, "Oh, you know what? Yeah, Phil is shit at games, but that's fine." Because he actually makes somewhat enjoyable content. No, Phil straight up is, I dictate the success of my stream based on tips. If that, making lunch, awesome. If that is your basis for us being a successful streamer, then you will never be a successful streamer. And that doesn't matter that he's making his tip goals or not. If that is your focus, you will never be a successful streamer. You're just not.
But I will say this: please support the stream because you like the content. That's what I want you to support it for.
See, and then right here, like, this is that other bullshit he's now doing. I want you to support the stream because you enjoy the content. But then he'll follow up with, "It'll make the detractors seethe." But you just said support because they like it, not because it'll make somebody angry. So right here, again, you're already going against yourself. You're going against what you just said because you know that's your whale call. That is the new whale call. It'll make the detractors seethe. So let's hit that goal. Okay. It's like, okay, we know the goal here. And I don't mean his goal. We know his goal. We know what the goal is at the end of all of this.
Not because it's going to make a legion of losers living in their parents' basement, sitting on secret detractor discords, see them cry tonight, okay?
See, right there. There you go. Right there. There you have it.
Okay, shout out
That
shout out
is...
Dark Descent, I guess.
Shout out Dark Descent. So right there, he's telling you the real reason. He's trying to hide it under the whole, "Oh, I want you to enjoy the content," but then, like I said, with that follow-up, that's why he wants you to do it. Because somebody, possibly, somebody, somewhere, got angry that Phil made money and hit his goal. And,
Can I interrupt for,
go for it.
can I interrupt you for a quick second?
Yep, go for it.
Sure. Someone, one people and a half may get mad, but the rest of us don't really give a damn if you hit your money DSP. If you hit it, I don't care. Someone someone may like it, someone may don't. It's not everybody, Dave.
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead,
but
go ahead. No,
remember,
sorry.
remember, Phil only needs to hear it from one person, and then for him, that one person equates everybody. You know, like one person can sit there and say they like his stream, they love what he does, and Phil's gonna sit there and say, "Oh, well, see, all of you like my stream." It's like, no, one person said that, not everybody.
Let's continue. Some asshole threw me $5. A lot of your viewers have learning disabilities, but you follow along just fine. How would you know that? How would you know, or why would you care if a viewer has a learning disability? Why are you nosy? I'm making a new design, right? I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's the thing, Dunce. Like, that's the thing. He always will say everything's taken out of context, and it's like the clip channels clip, you know, like 10-minute segment, 15-minute segments, 20-minute segments, 30-minute segments. You're getting the full context. I don't need to hear about you talking about fucking video games 5 minutes earlier or an hour earlier to get a full context of what you just said. Like, that's not how that shit works.
Make some text on the top of this thing. So I go like this. I go, okay. So I go like this, and I say, okay. So I want to say DSP Gaming. A coloring palette for me to select, and I select
It's a
it,
palette.
and it doesn't do anything. Like right now, if I went to red, nothing. It doesn't change the color. It just stays white no matter what I do. So like, so how do you actually change the color of something that you've done? I don't know. I have no idea how to change colors. You would think it would be like the easiest thing to do?
Did you not read the instruction booklet? I'm sure it came with an instruction booklet, or the box has something on there to tell you how to change the colors or certain other little tiny functions it can do. Again, 16-year content creator does not know how to do anything. And he wonders why people laugh at him. This is why people laugh at him. So any casino bros in here, they're trying to figure it out. This is why. This is why he gets laughed at. Because he can't figure out basic shit that everyone else can figure out in the blink of an eye. He cannot do it. He will not do it. He will not be a normal person, because for him, this is his content. He feels that this is content. And it's not. This is not content. This is a waste of time. But this is where the DSP magic comes into play. Because his audience is promoting this type of behavior. They're promoting him by giving him money. They're giving him money for this. They're big upping him. They're telling him they love him and all this shit when he's giving them crap content. You know, and he'll sit there and say, oh, well, you know, just, you know, please support, please support, please support. Do something that is worth supporting.
I can't figure it out. What I can do is I can put like a gradient in the background. So here, I'll do a gradient. Let's do a circular gradient. Let's have one gradient be yellow. Circular gradient. Okay, good. Oh, look at that. It did it. Oh, God, it's bright, though. I had to lower the brightness. But what I want to do is I want to make the text be a certain color so it pops or whatever, right? That's what I can't figure out. Like, I can't actually figure out if it would stand out because I don't want white on a gradient background. Like, that's not going to work.
Huh?
This fucking app sucks. The app they made for this thing is terrible. There's no button that says save. There's just a cancel button. There's no fucking save button. It won't save it. I have it set up for a gradient here. I like the gradient. This is what I want. But there's no way to save it. It doesn't even explain how you fucking save this gradient. This app is shit. It really is. Like, why did they make this app so bad? Yeah.
See, like, right, and this is hold on, I'm gonna let him finish this.
Yeah, there's purple. I have a gradient. I'm trying to edit this gradient, and there's no save button anywhere on the screen. So how the fuck do I save your gradient, you dumb shit? Do I hit new layer? Nope, new layer is blank. So that's not it. None of this makes any sense. The thing is, it's a terrible app.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I think that's how you run it. Like, The app is just garbage. It really is poorly made because it's not easy to figure out. Why would you have an app no save button anywhere to save a change? I can't just save the change. Now I backed out of the screen. I don't even know how I did that. I have no idea how I just backed out of the screen. I didn't mean to. I go to the gradient screen. It shows the gradient I want, but it's not on the screen. How the fuck do I get this to fucking show up on my screen? And now it just makes dots
I'm
because it
always
auto
working.
goes back to a pencil, which makes no fucking sense because I'm not selecting it. But the stupid app auto selects the pencil. Does anyone know? Has anyone ever used this thing?
See, like right here, you're asking.
How about you?
You're asking your audience how to work. You have a fucking phone in your hand. You can look this up on YouTube of how to operate this piece of equipment that you have purchased. The one time you should actually go to YouTube to look shit up, you don't. And again, this is why people clip you. This is why people make fun of you. Because you're this goddamn dumb. And it's sad. And you want to sit there, you want to get back in the prominence, you want to get back in the algorithm. You don't want that because people are going to see this and they're going to start calling you out for it. Phil, you're only good for a slow audience. You're not good for regular people. Why do you think you've been laughed at everywhere you tried to get into? Why do you think people were laughing at you for your Tears of the... Was it Tears of the Kingdom? Was that the newest Zelda? Or was it Breath of the Wild?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay,
No,
yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the King. Thank you. This is why VTubers and others were laughing at you when they watched the clips of you with basic puzzles. This game is made for everyone. And you struggled. A 40-year-old man struggling on puzzles that kids are solving in a few minutes.
Dude,
Some of
my
them
nephew was
downright
playing-
seconds.
My nephew was playing that Zelda game, right? And he solved
Yeah.
that puzzle in 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes, 1 minute maximum.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. And he'll sit there and say shit like, "Oh, the game is dumb. They did too much. They shouldn't have did this. They shouldn't have did that." And it's like, Phil, it's not the game. It's you. It's really you. Like, and you do this for just about every game. Resident Evil 3 Remake, the Nemesis fight, or Nemesis Mutated fight. Somebody tell me how to beat this. I'm not going to continue the game until somebody tells me how to beat this. It's a fucking boss battle. How about you just play it? How about you figure it out? And on top of that, when the game is giving you actual cues. Oh, you're running to the top, huh? Well, let's see how you feel when you fall down. Oh, well, how was I supposed to know I was supposed to use the mine thrower for that? They never told me. Why would they tell you? You should be like, oh, there's a mine thrower. Okay, I'm going to end up needing this at some point. Like, that's the thing that doesn't make sense to me. He has zero common sense. But he wants to sit there and tell you he is a entertaining streamer. That he's good at playing video games. How can you be good at playing video games if you can't solve something basic? Like, really fucking basic. And this right here, it's something that's probably really simple, and Phil can't fucking figure it out. It's something that's really simple, and Phil's like, I don't know. Well, figure it out.
Devum Pixu Max or
I think
Devum
what's
Pixu
funny,
64.
Huh.
I just started Wukong, right? And
Yeah.
I already cut up to Dave.
Oh, of
I
course.
already cut up to.
And he's played it for 3 days now.
I just started literally today. What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. 3 days. He's played for 3 days.
I'm popping in and out of the Black Myth Wukong. I'm doing this with some of the secret bosses to get some better gear.
See?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
I'm grinding for Garena as well. I accidentally got a spell that he has got today, and it took me not even 4 hours, 5 maximum.
Yeah, DSP, you're right about that, Ramen.
work.
Like every boss he's had an
It's
issue
just-
with, I
it's-
took down
it's
easy.
literally
The ones that
terrible.
give me trouble
It
is the
sucks
secret
'cause the
bosses.
device is
I
good.
mean, secret
but
bosses
the
would give
app
you
they
trouble.
give you to run it is
What's up,
complete
Fandale? Big
trash.
ups, my man. Good to see you.
I should.
I can't get it to like stick with any
I've
color
got it,
changes
don't
or
put it,
anything. It
get
just
out of-
doesn't work. I hit gradient. I'm on the fucking gradient fucking screen,
Okay, there it goes. Somehow.
and the gradient screen won't go away. Wait, no, I don't want to delete the SPK. I want to delete the gradient, and I don't know how to delete the gradient. Yeah, I have no idea how to delete the gradient. I can't get rid of it. This is terrible. The app is shit. I have to see here. I'm not even kidding. I'm gonna be here for hours trying to figure out how to make a basic screen with this thing because the app they give you is atrocious. Oh my god,
You're
this
bad
is so
at it,
bad. I don't even
Phil.
know what to do. This sucks because I
didn't
spent
find
a lot
out
of money
again.
on this.
That
the
stupid
thing
ass
is
thing he
crap.
wasted money on.
I have no idea how to get stuff. to
That
Oh,
it's
I
leaning
well,
against
I
the
can't
even
box.
change
He's
the
not even.
gradient.
He doesn't even have it hanging
I'm stuck.
up.
So the whole thing's crap. You know, I can't figure it out. I literally can't figure this out at all. I don't know how to use it. It just seems terrible. Like they fucked it up. They made a
Yeah,
awful,
it's that dumbass
awful
tablet that's
fucking
behind it.
app that some dunce made who
Uh,
probably doesn't speak English.
it's
To be
really,
honest,
really-
Right there.
stupid.
Oh my god. See, right there. You wonder why people call you racist. It's shit like that that you say. Like, one more time. One more time.
I don't know how to use it. It just seems terrible. Like they fucked it up. They made an awful, awful fucking app that some dunce made who probably doesn't speak English. To be honest.
Some dunce
Bro.
made that probably doesn't even speak English. Like, that's why people call you fucking racist, Phil. That right there is why you're called racist. Because why? Why is that comment even needed to be made? Like, there's no reason for that comment to be made. I mean, yes, again, you're on the internet. You say whatever you want. Be ready for the backlash that comes with it. Be ready for the criticism that come with it. The ridicule and everything else. Be ready for all of that. But this is shit you are saying, Phil. What's up, Luna Guardian? Big ups, my man.
I don't know.
You know, there was no reason for that comment. A dunce, or the guy, gal, whoever, is probably got paid handsomely to make the damn thing. You know, the dunce is the person trying to operate the fucking thing. That's the dunce. You can't figure out something simple. And if you really can't figure it out, you can look the shit up on YouTube or online and Google it and get your answer.
Nice. At the end of the day, it really don't matter who the comedy did. It really don't matter because they got paid. They got their money.
Oh yeah, that's definitely true. But I'm just saying, it's the fact that this is the thing that always comes out. When he can't figure out something, the person is a dunce. They're an idiot. They don't speak English. This or that. He has this whole spiel he wants to go through
You're right there.
of why this fucking device won't work the way he wants
Oh
it to
my
work.
God.
When it's user error.
I completely.
Honest, because
Fuck
they would
my
understand
area.
the first thing you want is a save button for anything you do in any app, right? Like, if all I want to do. So, all right. So now if I add a gradient,
I mean, it could autosave, Phil. So then there's no need for a save button if it autosaves. Any changes that are made, it autosaves that information. It could be that type of machine. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Don't really give a fuck. But you're not even trying to troubleshoot in your head of why there may not be a save button. Oh yeah, it's never his fault. The motherfucker's a perpetual victim. Even when he's the one fucking up, he's still the victim. Phil shot Phil in the foot. Phil most affected.
and I want this gradient right here. Okay, yeah. Once you add a gradient, you can't get rid of it. The gradient's there permanently. Seriously, the gradient. Now I have the gradient. You guys can't really see it very well. It doesn't show up. It's supposed to be blue to purple, but it doesn't really show that well. So now, where's the edit button? Like, if I want to change that gradient, right? What if I wanted to change blue to red? What the fuck did it just do? It made a line? What is going on? Look at that. What?
Phil, that's you touching it. That's you making that.
What is happening? I told it to change the gradient. And instead, it did a red line across the center of the screen. That's not a change in gradient. Yeah, this app is complete crap. So basically, if you make one mistake, you have to start your entire thing over. But it's still selecting
Not
the
that
same
hard, though,
text.
Dave.
I'm on a new layer, and you still select the same text. How do I make another line of text? This is shit. Oh my god, this is so bad, guys. I have no clue how you're supposed to work with this thing.
Well, how is it bad if you don't know how to work with it? See, that's the thing that always gets me. Oh, it's so bad. Well, guys, I really don't know how to work with it. Then how is it bad? You didn't take the time to sit and learn how to use the thing. That's on you. That's not on the device. Like, that means you're the fucking idiot here, Phil. You're the goddamn idiot, not the device, not the app, not the program, and anything else. That's all you.
The app is complete crap. I have no clue. I can't figure this out. I did figure out how to change the color of the text earlier, and then I don't even know
can't hear
how.
my,
'Cause I did it by
controller,
accident.
right?
I mean,
No,
like
I don't hear
700
controller.
layers, and none of them do anything.
Oh,
I really don't know how to use it. I think I might have a
Fuck
thing that I
over
can't
there.
use because
Playing
it just
a bug
seems
remover.
terrible. It really does. It seems like it's a terrible app. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do with it to get it to work. I'm a complete loss. Okay, and it's to the point where like we now need someone to interject and say, okay, technology is advancing and that's great, but at some point when technology advances, everything else in life has to catch up to it. And that's not where
What's
we
up,
are
guy?
right
What's your
now. We're in a
names?
situation
I was just
where
talking
now
about
you're
you.
seeing rampant.
All right, let's see what else we
What's
got
up,
here.
What's
Alright,
up, what's your names?
That's done. All right, let's do this one.
Stop,
This
stop,
one is
stop,
Snort
stop.
Brunel.
I'm gonna watch the number now. Alright, got the mic.
Drunk UNC brought something he shouldn't have.
my God,
Oh,
Drunk uncle.
drunk uncle. Oh, that's Phil every day.
Shit!
You're pleading the
That is an
fifth.
epic fucking intro, dude.
No, I was just talking about I was talking about how I asked you about the certain little things you have on your OBS, and all you had to do was point me in a direction, and I just started figuring it out on my own. Like, but Phil won't do that. You know, his chat has to grab him by the hand, and put his
I'm a
hand on
magic
the
bug.
object.
AHC right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Look at me. I'll be honest, I still just gonna watch if I can over now.
Yeah. Come on, Phil. You're supposed to be the Monkey King.
Really sucks. I don't have enough abilities to win.
Oh my God, Phil, you're just getting smashed, but not in a good way.
I don't have all my abilities. I went into the fight with half of my abilities because I didn't know there was a boss in there. But
Yeah,
that's
that
what you
dude
do. You
took
gotta kill the
Phil's
king
booty.
First. Get him to knock him off the pedestal and just kick his
Lee
ass and then
Johnson
just
was
fight one-on-one
summoned
with
that
him.
day.
That's definitely how you're supposed to do it.
Alexia, and he wants to.
Reese Johnson got 3 times stronger that day.
I'm looking this earlier today.
I don't even what name this movie to do with Lisa.
Oh yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
guys.
super
Your
armor, so I
names,
can't stop
and
it.
that's the problem.
He's tough. He has super armor.
He's
so I
so
can't stop him at
dependent
all.
on his chat that
I can't
it's
do like
made
everything he
him
does.
a
He swings.
very
He interrupts everything
poor
I do.
person.
It looks like it's gonna be a fight where I have to dodge every attack. I
Like
can't
at the
power
end of the
through.
day, it doesn't matter how much Phil has in the end, be it monetary or materially. Phil is still
Oh,
a
really?
poor person.
Right,
Wow,
sound
there's an item he interrupted me.
Possibly an insane person, but
I mean, insane or not, like he's still a poor person. When you break it down,
I went to use an item.
he has
and when I went
no
to use it,
drive to
whatever
learn
he interrupted
anything.
the
He has
item
no
use, so it didn't
drive to
count.
be better. He has no drive
Yeah, I'm gonna
to
disagree.
better
I
himself.
think that
He
the
has no
headbutt I was
drive
using was
to
far better
better
than
his
that charge.
wife.
That charge does nothing to this guy. He ignores
Like,
it.
he doesn't
You're
even have a drive
pathetic.
to better his
You're an
own stream.
embarrassment to the human fucking race.
So
You're the
with all of
poster
that,
child,
it doesn't
textbook
matter
definition
how many
of
times
what
he hits his tip
humanity has
skulls. It
created
doesn't
as
matter
an
how many
offshoot of
items or
something
objects that are
meaningful.
brought into
Your
his home.
existence is meaningless.
It doesn't even matter how many
Ricky
people are
Recon, I was
actually
not talking to
watching
you.
him
I was
because
talking
he's
about other people who are
still
being very toxic today.
mentally.
We literally have a
poor.
person sitting here in chat all day who's done nothing but complain about everything I do. Every game I play is bad. every way I play the games are bad. Everything is bad. Life is bad. Like, well, then why are you here? Why are you on a streamer's stream who's enjoying a game, having a good time, right? Making progress,
Yeah, if you're
looking for
having a good
interaction,
time,
looking
get out
for
of
a
that
fun
bullshit.
time, and you're just sitting
It's simple, Phil, because you're giving him what he wants right here. The fact that you're now dedicating a whole segment to this one person that comes in and is saying everything you do is bad, you have dedicated a whole segment to this person now. They got what they wanted out of you, and you happily obliged them.
here complaining. Then leave. Don't just sit here and complain. Leave, right?
Oh my god, he's drinking gin. Yes. Mmm.
Oh, you're fighting a tiger, motherfucker.
I just fought that one.
God, he's tough.
It isn't that hard. One sword and just...
Tiger whooping his ass right now.
That thing, guys, that boss wasn't exactly hard.
I only not beat him in the first try. I couldn't even get him down to half health.
That boss is not hard. You need to
He's
learn
tough.
his moveset and timing.
He's got insane health. I'd have to
I
dodge
did it 2
all his
tries.
attacks to beat him, I think. Yeah, I don't know. This is a tough one. Maybe I shouldn't do this yet. This is Crouching Tiger Temple, and
Dave,
we're
I
fighting the
did
tiger.
this.
Maybe this is optional. Maybe the other way was the way to go. I don't
I
know.
would say it goes deeper. He's always been sheltered and had someone do everything for him. Remember, he had his hair combed by mommy until he was 17. I mean, that is true.
Fuck, I don't know that attack at all. Tried to dodge there, did not work. I'm getting more out of the transformation
Tiger
now
Man
because
beating the shit out
I
of
figured
him.
out
Oh, again, I wonder how long it is. I have no clue. I
That
didn't
thing,
look that
that
up.
boss
I don't
isn't really
know how long
hard.
this game is.
Once you figure out
All
his
right,
moveset.
guys. That is it for today's Black Myth Wukong. We'll have another major stream of this coming on Friday. Everyone, you were a great audience. Thanks to those who chilled and supported the stream. Let me tell you, there's going to be a lot of WWE Champions polls tonight.
See, like
I
right here,
cannot-
he's thinking he can own the meme by making fun of what detractors say. It's like, but Phil, you have a history of this. People have caught you doing the thing. People are following you in the game, and they know when you pull. They know when you've spent large quantities of money. Like, and then you sit there and you say, just take my word for it. Your word is shit. Like, utter shit. Why would anyone want to take your word when they can't take your word? Like, yeah, build some character. Like that. And DSP can't do that because let's just walk the ship with me. Let's say DSP started building some type of character, right? You know, we're getting the build up, we got the conflict, building up more conflict. We're gonna get to the peak of the problem, of the conflict, and then finally we're gonna get the resolution. The problem with Phil is he can get to the peak of the conflict, and then Phil's just gonna give up and roll back down the hill. And conflict is gonna win instead of him winning over the conflict.
Wait to spend all of this money. I mean, quite honestly, this is good for maybe like 2 multi-polls.
some of the light assortments we can now do with this backdrop. Breathing. This is one that I actually created myself. Here it is. Breathing. I call this one. Ready?
What is that background he has?
That's not. It's just changing colors.
I made this one myself.
Oh my god!
Bro, you made a color. Okay, Dave.
It's like it's pulsating different colors.
Child.
What in the
Pretty
fuck
impressive for
was
him.
that, dude?
Yeah.
I will not. Won't take credit for the other ones, but I'll take credit for the one I made.
It'll be
Okay. And then I rest for a second. Catch your breath.
Phil's
Maybe
little
okay.
entertained by jiggling keys. Remember
How's that?
this.
So is his audience.
Now, how about this next one? Flow. This is supposed to simulate the flow of water. Okay. If you can see, take a look. The lights are pulsating behind me, and you can see it now on the backdrop phone. That the lights are pulsating as if there's a river running behind me. Very refreshing, right? Very, very refreshing.
I mean, if you're gonna
setup. See, this is
if you're gonna do that then wouldn't it make more sense to have, oh, I don't know, the sound of water flowing through a stream in the background? If you're gonna do all that?
This is the shit he makes fun of other YouTubers for.
Exactly. This is the exact same thing he makes fun of other YouTubers for. And he's doing it himself. But it's okay when he does it.
It's good because the lights aren't just aware anymore or are reliant on the walls. They go off the phone. So because of that, it's beautiful, right?
Holy puss.
All right. Look at all that has been made possible because of your support. I bought the foam. I bought this frame. I'm doing all these improvements now.
Wait, you bought the foam? I thought a fan donated the foam to you. Now you're telling me you bought the foam?
According to him, right? He got another pack of home foam, whatever. I don't believe shit though.
All right. So, all right. Well, let's play devil's advocate. Let's do Soul's favorite game. Let's say he did only buy a particular part of the foam. Why did he think it was a good idea to buy more? And again, he has it in the wrong place. It needs to be in front of him. So, i.e. behind his TV.
As a result of your support just this week. Okay? So you're seeing concrete
Yeah,
results
why wasn't
right
the
now.
best use more
and
streak more
it's gonna
like this?
continue,
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So let's keep it going. All right? Let's go. Let's keep the pattern going. Let's keep the momentum going. Let's keep this train going. We'll have a great night tonight. Smash the goals again. Have a day off tomorrow. Come back Friday. Back to smashing, right? Smash Fest.
I have the ability, I'm using my amazing mental control powers through the internet. Make a
It's
contribution
Madonna.
tonight. Here we go. You ready?
Woo,
Woo!
That's right.
What?
But also keep in
Don't
mind.
ask. Yeah,
When
he has a spending habit.
You
All right, so Phil is 100% a consumer, and he has to spend money as fast as he gets it. He cannot hold on to it. It is, as your parents used to tell you when you were younger, you wanting to spend that money like it's burning a hole in your pocket. Exactly, 42 and no savings.
support this stream, okay? You are making my trolls cry. I don't want you to support the stream because you're making the trolls cry, okay? But I want you to support the stream because you like it.
They-
but understand that's a side
Well,
effect.
you get your money or
Absolutely.
not, it's
These
not
people who
affect
have
me. I don't
abused
get,
me
I
and
don't
my
get
family.
Exactly, like
and
you're not getting
all
my
my
money.
viewers and my
I'm
moderators,
not giving you
anyone
my
who wanted
money.
to associate me for the last 10 plus
I
years,
got a job, Dave.
you're
I don't
really
need
reaming them. Okay? They have such a negative reaction to when I'm winning, okay? And I've been winning 10 straight streams. Can we make it number 11 tonight? Well, let's find.
Who's mad though? Like I love when he says my detractors are mad. Do you have proof of your detractors being mad? Because I would love to see detractors being mad about this.
Probably, I'll be I'm gonna play the advocate for a quick second. There probably is one that is mad, but very damn little.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, the way he's talking, like it's a known fact that detractors are pissed when he makes his goals. So if that's the case, name who's mad. Name the detractors that are mad about it. Like, I mean, I could say anything. I could say the whole community loves me. That doesn't make it true. Jerish already said prepare the detractors to be felted. I mean, you
For
really
what?
can't felt people that don't give a damn. They just point and laugh.
I got other shit to deal about. Dave isn't on that list.
Look on Twitter. It was like, I mean, but yeah, I don't really look at Twitter to watch other people spurg out about something Phil is getting or not. Like, it's Twitter. Most people get on Twitter and spurg out.
Find
Yeah,
out. So
comment on
far,
Twitter.
no tips
Yeah, that's
whatsoever
pretty
have
much
come
Twitter in
So
general.
we're at $0 of the King's tax. Let's get that going. Let's support. Let's get some tips right now. Let's get the few initial tips in. I'll shout them out,
I don't have any mana to do that.
and then we'll set up and get started with started. All right?
Beggar e-begging, a panhandler shaking a cup asking for money.
The only thing is, wait a minute. He's wearing a vest. He's wearing a vest. Wait a minute.
He's
Check
wearing
this
a
out.
vest.
You see what color vest he's wearing?
Double.
I have the.
Wait, he just pulled that vest from underneath his.
He's wearing a vest.
Wait, what?
Wait a minute. Check this out. You see what color vest he's wearing?
He had that business standby.
You know, look, he's reaching underneath his little table, quote unquote, and pulls it out.
I have the exact vest he's wearing right here.
Wow.
It's literally the exact same gray vest that Demetrius is wearing. I have it.
Yeah, DSP is right. He
if
is
we hit,
winning and I am losing.
Crush the tips
I
go
may have to
$150
take
tonight.
take a
I
sick
can
day and
actually
double check my
wear the same
retirement
vest the game
account.
character is wearing tonight. There you go. I'll have this
I
on
have
deck.
to use my health
There you go.
insurance.
I just happened to leave it under here by accident. I forgot that it was under there. Okay.
Wait, Mudahar
Nice.
quit. Muda quit Twitter because he couldn't handle the poo Indian memes. What?
That's Mudahar. I couldn't care less.
Wait, I don't. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not even gonna try to understand it. If he quit Twitter because he couldn't handle Indian memes.
Or jokes or racist jokes, which everybody always jokes at least once.
No,
it's on
you know
internet,
what
what do you
though? You
expect?
know what? That's what happens when you follow everyone. You're following everyone.
Okay. Shit, now where do I put it? I'll put it on the floor.
There's the internet.
Well, no,
Racist
let me
jokes
not
are
say
a
that
good
because
thing.
Muda may not be following everyone. He might be just following a handful of people, but because he's so popular, he's gonna see it anyway.
I get that, I really do. But it's the internet. Racist jokes gonna be there whether you like it or not. You don't think we
Exactly.
just deal with them and ignore them.
I
You
don't know
also
why people are excited about Muda quitting Twitter. This is like the 5th time.
I don't care enough.
I mean,
I really
yeah,
care
it's like I
enough.
don't care if somebody quits Twitter. It's like whatever.
It ain't me.
Yeah,
so
it
fuck
can't be
them.
just the memes why he quit. That don't make no goddamn sense.
All right.
What a horrible e-beggar.
I need
That's like
Mexican
what?
fuck.
Didn't Rich quit fucking Twitter like 5 times already his damn self and he's back again? And then
Yeah,
even
that's
fucking Boogie quit like a few times and is back again. Like Twitter is like that fucking drug. You quit it and you come right back to it.
Demanding that his fans pay for all of
I
his
ain't worried. Just Twitter, bro.
supplies
This
and
is social media.
straight streams. I've hit my goals. Right? 10. This is a great stream. It would be great if we could keep that momentum going and make this stream number 11. But we only have 1 hour left.
I need to get rid of my
I'm only here till
frustration.
around 9:30ish tonight. Okay? So, if you like the content, if you loved keeping this momentum going, please.
Like right there, if you love keeping this momentum going, the only person that benefits from this is you, Phil. Your chat doesn't benefit from giving you money. They just, oh, well, we're helping Phil. But it's
I
like,
mean,
dude, that doesn't matter. Like, that,
they're
why
taking-
is this is you're making
taking
this
the-
your life?
They're taking the money out of their bank account to give to your bank accounts. So how is that helping you? I mean, how is that
Exactly.
helping them? And they're losing by giving you money, Dave.
Wow, so they've already got on there why he quit. Like they already got it on Twitter already. He says he removed Twitter because he just slowly stopped using it. Nothing more than that. Most of the feed became highly racist shit that grew really tiring to read. A lot of anti-Indian stuff. Oh, okay, then why couldn't you just lead with that? Like this is what I'm saying. Like why lie? Why lie about it first and then come back and say, well, this is really why I left? Just say, hey, this is why I left. Right here. Boom. Done.
For another reason,
Tip tonight.
it'll be
like-
easier. You could ignore it and move on. Let the fucking internet, bro.
Yeah, it's the internet. Like, I guess people want to be, they want their safe space on a place that's not safe.
And let's fill the King's tax coffers.
No,
We had $100. It's time for a hat you
Mexican
can vote
jokes,
on. And then
and I
for
just laugh
150
at
bucks,
them or
it's time for a
ignore them
vest.
because
All
whatever.
right?
Exactly.
Do that,
Internet.
all right? Cool. I'm a beggar and I'm a loser and I'm on level 1.
I would ask, if you are enjoying the chill vibes of the stream and you're ready for the next hour, please support the stream, support the channel. At this point, we are 10 straight streams that I've hit all of my goals. We want to keep that momentum going, but there's only an hour left, and we have to raise $100 in tips. So, by the way, if someone
Raise
does a $100
$100
tip,
in
I'm going to do a
tips.
special dance with a kaleidoscope color background full screen while the $100 tip animation plays. Okay?
All right, if we hit the
Jesus.
tips goal tonight,
I need
I
magic
will
back towards
spray
those
myself
potions
directly
from
in the face
magic.
with this water bottle. Okay, there you go. We only hit the tips goal tonight.
Where
That's it.
could it be?
My real name is Bozo, and I have a big honking red nose and big floppy clown shoes.
So, and by the way, the earlier we hit those, the better, because that gives us time for people to vote for a hat and a vest, and more time for me to wear them. If we wait till the last minute, then we're probably not going to see them because it's going to be too late. I'm going to be signing off. Okay?
Wow.
And of course, yes, folks, you do support the stream. You're sticking it to the trolls, all right? I don't want you to support because you're sticking it to the trolls, but I do want to keep the momentum going. We've had 10 amazing streams. Let's hit it again tonight.
So I mean, and again though, this is what he wants to do. This is what he wants his stream to become. He is pulling a Craig, monetize the haters. Except again, Craig was monetizing the detractor community. You're monetizing your own community. There's the difference. Craig monetized a completely different audience. You're monetizing the same audience.
Okay? All right. Good. All right, are we ready to start? Ready to continue here?
Oh my god, he's drinking piss. I have just received a $46.20 tip. I've never run into this thing before. What is it, a money creature?
Money creature?
Yeah, look. It's a money
I left
creature.
number nails.
Which just throws money
fucking
around.
sound good.
Those money around. What the hell was that?
I received an amazing,
Holy Spirit.
generous
Generous.
coffer filling
Coffer filling.
$50 tip. $50 tip tonight, folks. That
Wait,
is
that doesn't. Coffer filling $50 tip.
That makes no sense.
Wait, if you're a king and we're doing medieval, because that's your thing, your stick now is medieval king coffers. So shouldn't it be gold pieces now?
Should be, but Dave is illiterate. He know nothing about history.
I'm just saying, like, shouldn't it be gold pieces?
It should, but Dave is Dave.
Like, this is what I mean. If you're gonna do a gimmick,
Stick with it and actually go all
yeah,
out.
stick with it all the way. Like
Mhm.
tips, King's tax, it should be gold pieces. You know, when someone gives you $50, you should be like, I have
Hey.
gotten my 50 gold pieces. I've got my 100 gold pieces. That would be when you can round up the number or just don't even say the change. Or if you want, you could say silver pieces for the change. Like, commit to the bit fully. Oh.
is the biggest contribution
is this
so
for ya?
far of the night. Let's
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Ghost of Junebug says, you're not as bad as people say. I've enjoyed your stream. Thank you, Ghost of Junebug. There is a turnaround.
Ghost of Junebug is not a real person. I guarantee that's probably fucking an OIC sock or just another sock, because I don't know anyone that enjoys just being begged to all day. I don't know anyone that enjoys that.
Happening.
I don't
If you
either,
haven't-
bro.
if you can't notice, there's a huge turnaround happening where people, instead of listening to my detractors and people who've been just really bad faith actors on the internet for the last decade, they're giving me a chance and they're
There's-
liking my content.
Dave,
That's why
you
I've
can
had
make your money how you want.
11
I still
straight
wouldn't give a
streams of
damn.
hitting all my goals. That's why I have all these stream improvements. Everything is looking up, and I
Yeah, like, dude, you making money doesn't affect my life at all. I laugh at you, but I laugh, and the reason I point out the money is because you keep pointing out the money. For you, the money is what's making the trolls mad. Not that you're being the best streamer you can be or the best version of yourself you can be while streaming. No, it's Ha ha, I have $150 and you don't. Ha ha. That's not pissing me off, Phil. It's making me laugh harder.
I'm here for it, man. I'm happy. Thank you all. All right, but everyone, thank you. Great session tonight of Stardew. Amazing fun, chill vibes, hitting the goals again. An 11th stream in a row.
Ooh, new move,
Fuck
huh?
you.
Okay.
You're a liar. There's still this back here, and it's still in the back of my.
Right, that was that one. What do we
Instantly
got?
champions.
Time. I love it. All right, here we go. The Detractor Discord. Ooh.
Oh God, this rant.
Ice.
Last time I had financial
ice.
freedom was
Yeah,
probably
we-
2014 when I moved out here. That was the end of it. Seriously, like 2014.
Hey, you know it happens, man. Sometimes Dark Descent gets spotted. Ain't nothing you
It's
can do
time
about it but keep
to
on
address
sailing.
this ridiculousness. Are you ready for this? Let's talk about this, everyone. What time is this?
Fun
at?
fact,
This is at
Jesus
57
hated
minutes
tax
in. I'm trying to
collectors
remember
the
that. We're on the
most in the
57-minute
Bible.
mark to clip this. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I've been made aware. Are you ready for this? A secret detractor Discord.
Hold on, let's go back. Let's go back.
A secret detractor.
So,
Stupidity.
so here's what I love about this immediately. He shows the
Bro, it's
person
a
that
bad joke.
he shows the person that leaked it to him. Shows their name. Doesn't hide them. Doesn't try to protect them. Just bam. Here it is. Here's the name. Like, you're really doing something there, buddy. Hey, Phil. Wanted to let you know these people had a Discord server with a channel dedicated to you containing over 40 people in the entire server. They just nuked it and erased the channels after I showed it existed. Thought you might find this interesting. Right off the bat, secret detractor Discord server. Automatically should have told this dumbass that this is a make fun. Nobody names their Discord channel Secret Detractor Discord. No one.
Detractor Discord.
Wow.
Oh my God, Dave, you cannot be this.
Now you may be saying,
You cannot be this
Phil,
stupid.
you're being far too dramatic, right? Why you gotta call it the secret detractor Discord? Why you gotta act like it's some clandestine thing?
What happened,
You know,
Algo?
I'm not. Like, I'm not emphasizing, I'm not exaggerating. They actually called it the secret
by
detractor
TXT.
Discord server. That's the actual name of it. I'm not making that up.
It's a
That's
joke,
literally
Dave.
the
It's a
name they
joke.
Yeah,
chose
it's a
for the
joke
server.
server.
Okay, so I got wind
Bulldog.
of this last night via this tweet. Okay, and so I started reading the series of tweets.
Again, you've not hidden this person. You have shown this person's Twitter handle, and people are gonna figure him out, and probably have already figured him out, and then that's gonna be it. That's the end of it.
First of all, 43 members, 15 online,
the hell you
right?
doing,
And so you
dog?
start reading into it. First of all, here we go. Here's a bunch of the members, and this
Hey,
is just
computer.
funny because this is just like a veritable who's who of like Loserville. Like, you know, the kids who in
Loserville.
school they had to sit in the corner with the dunce cap on, or the ones who rode the short bus all the time. I mean, this is
Phil, like 90% of your audience rides the short bus. Don't try that.
where they conglomerate together. This is their collaboration.
That's
This is
not
like their
dope
super
mask.
group, right? So, I mean, just take a quick look. Almighty,
It's amazing how many people don't get the joke. DSP for years said he didn't have a super secret Discord. Turns out he did, and it got leaked. Yeah, and then he nuked it. That's the funny thing. When his secret Discord got leaked, he nuked that Discord. And now he's trying to laugh because someone made a joke one making fun of him.
I mean, you have to assume Almighty is probably Almighty Tevin, right? And by the way, these aren't outdated. These people are online. They're online. You see that? Goutside Phil. Yes,
Big
Goutside
up,
Phil.
Puff.
Yes, because as you know, I am heavily afflicted with gout, and every day I have an attack of this. And you know, even though I have
Phil, how many times you told the story about how you need that
Oh,
tart
shit.
cherry juice for your gout? You're the one that said you had gout. People are gonna make fun of it, Phil. You're a gouty ridden fuck. End of story. It doesn't matter how many times it actually bothers you or doesn't.
Haven't
I
had
wish some
attacks
more
in
mon on
years. It's
me.
not anything pertinent or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I know you probably can't see it very
He
well.
asked
'cause this
fans
is
to make a fan
you know,
Discord.
A 1080p webcam. It's not very clear. You probably can't. You know, you can't
Oh wait, don't. Oh man, don't let Zambi be in here. Don't let Zambi be in here. Zambi gonna see Phil feet. What's up, Kumi? Good to see you.
even tell from that shot at all. My
Oh, he's
foot is
definitely
incredibly
seething.
swollen. You cannot tell from what I wanted to show you there. It's about, I'd say about 1.5 times the chubbiness of my other foot. It's swollen up out of nowhere. Now, at first, I thought maybe I had whacked it.
I'm
Let's
sorry,
see.
days cannot be
Pause
this
it
stupid.
off.
It should be a
I
synonymous
remember
stroke.
him. He was an asshole.
he is
Who
the
else do we
stupid.
got? The Gout Police. Look out. The Gout Police are coming for you. Woo, woo, woo.
Theo
You have
Saragas.
swollen joints and high uric acid levels. The Gout
Yeah, Theo
Police
does
are out
art.
to make the bust. What the fuck? And
TJ, the
it's
rightful
got
king.
the icon of the police officer from Monopoly.
Yeah,
Do you
TJ
think he
Gamble.
even knows that that's the police officer from Monopoly? Probably not. Probably
Does he? Does he know that's the? Yes, Phil. See, this is the problem, Phil. This is where you think people are this dumb because you're this dumb. You are this dumb. Today he was seething. Yeah, I got one of them pulled up. I had to pull a video up from Duty streams because I heard he went off about Duty and Keemstar today. So I'm interested to see what he had to say.
stole it off of something. Teo does art.
Teo? Where the fuck you getting Teo from?
Hey, Theo. Oh, whatever.
Yeah, it's Theo. Theo does art. Teo? Oh, well, okay. Theo does art. I'll be sure to say that when I fight him again in Guilty Gear.
This guy too has hated on me for like a decade or more. I remember. I don't remember exactly how. He might have used to been a fan, then he turned on me or something like that. Oh, now we're getting into the good one. Now we're getting into the good stuff. First of all,
Gundam
we got the
Farragut.
Crown Prince,
Yeah.
or maybe I should call him the Clown Prince.
Here's the thing. That's probably not even the real Gundam.
That's a sock, most likely.
Yeah, that's probably a fucking sock. Someone just changed their name. People change their names in Discord all the time.
Of Detractor hating on me. It's a Gundam. The guy who was so fucking desperate for attention that he basically begged Craig to be in somehow a part of my interview.
Guys, can you
On
pause it
side
just for a
scrollers.
quick second?
Yep, go for it.
He literally, Gundam literally said he didn't want to be part of that. He just came up with something on the spot.
Yeah, Craig asked him to be on. Craig asked It's a Gundam to be on. Like that's the thing. Like this shows you how dumb he is. It's the real Gundam. He used it to play play with TXT. Gotcha. Big ups, hum along. How you doing, my man? Good to see you.
Last year, and he got himself played at the end of the interview as like a celebrity question, and his question was so fucking bad.
He just came up
He
with
couldn't
something,
even say
right
it
off the spot.
in a way that was intelligible that anyone understood.
No, everyone understood the question, Phil. It was the fact that the question was already asked. They didn't tell Gundam what questions they were going to ask you. They asked him to ask a question to see if you would answer it. And Gundam said he didn't want to do it, so he spliced together a couple of his phrases from another video and just threw it in there. This shows you, see, you want to be on top so bad, Phil. You want to have that one leg up so bad that you will fucking lie about everything. And this is why people don't believe you, because anyone can go, they can go to the That Being Said and watch that video, that stream where they had It's a Gundam on and he talked about it.
So we all just listened to it, and we all just shook our heads and were like, "Yeah, whatever," and we moved right on. We didn't.
No, they said, oh, we already answered
No.
that question and moved on. Nobody said, yeah, whatever. See, again, right there. Hey, Hawthor, how you doing? But it shows you how fucking stupid you are, Phil. Like you're lying right here when anybody can go to the damn stream, the DSP interview stream, and listen to what was said. Again, this is why people do not believe what you say, because you can't even tell the truth on something that happened a year ago.
I didn't answer the
How you
question.
been,
It's just
man?
So dumb. The guy sounds like straight up like Yucko the Clown off the Howard Stern show. He's literally not added an intelligent thought to the planet since he was born. He's a fucking Joe. He's a living Joe, you know? And he thinks that it's I'm gonna sit on the fucking Dark Side Phil secret detractor Discord.
If he was such a joke, why is he bigger than you, Phil?
Phil, the sheer fact as to what they named the server should kind of tip you off, you idiot.
Exactly. I mean, that's already the obvious thing. But I love it that only thing is, oh, the guy was a joke since he was born. Like, that's the best you can come up with. The guy was a joke since he was born. I mean, Phil, you want to talk about a joke, Phil? You're the sperm your mother should have swallowed.
What's his name again? Dave. Not Dave. What's his name? The name.
Billions of
whatever.
sperm in one shot, and that's the one that got through.
Exactly. Ludwig said Gundam wants to do a Phil video today since Ludwig is Gundam's editor. I don't know anything about that, but all right. I mean,
Right?
I'm sure I'll see it when it comes
winner,
out.
Memology 101. Shout out. Yeah, you know, that guy who literally has been making insanely untrue videos about me for the longest time. Like, as far back as like
your own
6+ years
content,
ago.
Dave. Just
Right?
Yeah. How is it untrue when it came straight from you, Phil? So you're calling yourself a liar? Because memology isn't adding anything to make it untrue. It's your stream. It's what you say. It's what you do. So the takeaway from that is you just lie. Because you said it's all untrue. Okay.
This guy, let me tell you
Well,
a
he
little
has
story
to, 'cause
about
he
Memology
doesn't know how
101, right,
else.
and the content he made.
Yeah.
I was
It's
playing this
literally the version
horrible
of-
video game.
There's three
Basically
versions
what
of
it
the
was,
truth.
it was supposed to be
There's
like
your
Attack
truth,
on Titan
the other
meets
person's
World
truth,
of
and what actually
Warcraft.
happened truth.
So you're fighting
Yeah.
giant
Phil
green
is so
orcs that I
convinced that his
swear to God
truth
look
is
like
the
they were
truth
stolen
that
out
he
of a
can't see
Blizzard
anything
game.
else.
Okay?
Yeah.
But they're like Attack on Titan size, and you're chopping their limbs off. It's so bad. It's terrible. The game is
It's a good
absolutely
anime.
awful. Okay. But I needed something to play at the time. There was like no real new games out, so I was playing this game. I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and
There was no games out and I needed something to play. Okay.
Hey, isn't
I'm gonna keep
Yeah,
playing
I
it
know
and
where I'm
beating
at.
it. But the game is terrible. Everyone agrees no one's playing this game. People who played it all quit and said, fuck this, we're not playing this game. It's atrociously bad. I kept playing it. I literally kept playing the game and I actually beat it. I was one of the
good,
few
Dave. I was
fucking
playing on the
content creators
PS4.
on the internet that actually stomached through this insane.
Here's the thing too, is I don't think DSP realized Josh Moon, he runs Kiwi Farms,
Kiwi
right?
Farm. Yeah.
He was already in front of Congress. I want to say it was Congress. Yeah, he had to go in front of Congress because of Kiwi Farms. Like, so this dude has already been somewhere pretty fucking high up. The highest you can kind of get to see people in the nation. So, like, what does Phil fucking expect to get out of Josh Moon? If this dude
Josh Moon-
survived being grilled by our country's representatives, the fuck is Phil gonna do?
I mean, Josh Moon is a joke to begin with, but that's just me.
A joke or not, he still survived a grilling
Oh, yeah.
from our congressman.
No, yeah.
And you know what changes came about that? Not a goddamn thing. Nothing changed
Oh,
on
yeah.
Kiwi Farms. So what the fuck is Phil Burnell going to do to Josh Moon?
I'm not saying I disagree with you guys. I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna take that off of him, but it's still a joke in my eyes.
Oh yeah, you still
But-
be a joke. I mean, hell,
Yeah.
our nation's leaders are fucking jokes, you know. But it's the fact that Phil, like, who is Phil? I'm just gonna say, who the fuck are you to a guy that just survived Congress? What is a fucking washed up Street Fighter 4th place Evo 100 years ago competitor going to do to a person that survived sitting there for hours answering Congress. The very people they really wanted to, they could make his ass go away and none of us would ever know it. The fuck is this fat fuck gonna do to him? Nuke like no, I thought it said Nuke. Null likes Phil because he loves Cat. Also remember Null banned Agent Proper. I mean, yeah. And guess what? He probably got called out for that shit. I remember when he shut down the Phil discussion and then he got so much backlash, he had to open it back up. Then he tried to say, oh, well, nobody new can get in here. Only older people that been here can get into it. And then he had to roll that back.
I could get that back into that even before when he pulled that shit.
Yeah, that was all within the year. He was pulling that shit.
Insanely mediocre game and beat it. Okay? One day, I'm literally at the end of my stream. In fact, I'm going over trying to beat this one part of the stage. And I die, and it frustrates me because I'd stayed like maybe 15, 20 extra minutes on my stream, and I still didn't beat it. And I got angry. I was like, fuck this game. It's a piece of shit or whatever. I said, all right, guys, that's it. I'm out of time, whatever.
Then you
This
rage
guy,
quit. Oh, my God. So you rage quit it, then you stupid fuck? When you say, fuck this, I'm done, that's a rage quit. It doesn't matter if you come back the next day and beat the game. It is still considered a rage quit. You got angry, you said fuck the game, and you quit it. That is the criteria of a rage quit. It doesn't matter if you turn around and come back even an hour later and beat it. You still rage quitted at that point.
Like Persona 3.
Yeah. Like that is a rage quit. It doesn't matter if you came back the next day, the next week, the next year to beat it. You still rage quit the game right then and there. Like I love you try to pull the semantics of, well, I beat the game. No. A rage quit is you quit it because you got that fucking pissed. And that's what you did.
Swear to God, makes a video. Darkside Phil rage quit the game.
You did rage quit.
But here's the funny thing too. Here's the kicker with that, Marin.
Yeah.
It wasn't memology. It was Vault Boy.
Oh my God.
It was another
rage
detractor
quit.
all the fucking together.
He freaking rage quit. All right, there you go. Amazing.
I'm-
Darkside Phil rage quit the game. I was
You know what?
playing
I'll
it.
go
I
along
didn't
with
quit
it.
it.
Dave is
I'm
stupid.
still playing it. I never
burn our
quit the
brain
playthrough.
cells
I
over
beat the whole
this.
game.
I don't get why
Okay.
Josh defends
I was
DSP.
over my stream time.
He is locale
I
worthy
stayed
by all
late to try to beat the stage. I
standards, and the
lost. Got
DSP
angry that I
has, but
died.
Josh
Said, okay,
would be-
guys, I'll
wouldn't
see
be
you
allowed
tomorrow.
to
We'll play it.
Because there are people that are gonna like DSP, or maybe not like, maybe that's a strong word. Think favorably of DSP regardless. Null happens to be one of those that thinks favorably of DSP. That's fine. So be it. People like deplorable people. People like the big bad of World War II. There's people today that like him. So if people are liking that motherfucker, no surprise that people like this fat fuck.
it again. The fuck are you talking about? This motherfucker literally makes completely factually untrue content every single day. The content they make is some of the worst complete shit on YouTube. And morons watch the content not because they want news or reporting that's true. It's because they want drama. So people who
So then you just answered yourself, fucking moron. If I want to watch news, I'm going to go watch news. If I want to watch somebody laugh at a fucking idiot, then I'm going to go watch somebody and laugh at a fucking idiot. You can't dictate what people like, Phil. I'm sorry, they don't like your fucking channel. They like other people that make fun of you or highlight the best parts so they don't have to sit there and try to go through your boring ass fucking videos or streams to figure it out. Again, you don't do anything that's entertaining. You don't say anything that gets a ha-ha. You don't say anything of any worth or knowledge. All we get is a lot of fuck this, fuck that, game cheated, fuck the devs, fuck that person, fuck this, fuck the controller, it dropped my moves, it dropped my combos, it dropped this, it dropped that. There's nothing fun there. There's nothing entertaining there. There's nothing of value there. As I said, you have a shit personality and you're shit at games. Most people is just one or the other. You got both. There are people with a shitty attitude, but they're good at games, or they got a good attitude and they're shit at games. You're shitty at games and have a shitty personality. Congratulations, Phil. You're both. You're what's wrong in the world rolled up into one fucking person.
Who are mentally stunted, who like fake drama, go and watch this guy's content. He's a
How is it fake drama when they're laughing at you, Phil? They're laughing at you. That's what you don't like, is the fact that people are laughing at you. They're laughing at you, they're not laughing with you, and they're not giving you views, they're not giving you money, they're not giving you any of this shit, so you want them to go away permanently. I get it, Phil. But it doesn't make their content any less valuable to people. In fact, their content's more valuable than your content. And that's what you can't stand.
a loser. He should not be on YouTube. He should not be allowed to be on YouTube. He's lucky that no one has sued him for slander.
You're the only person he makes fun of, so you'd have to be the one to sue him, Phil. You're the only person he makes fun of. So who else is gonna sue Memeology when Memeology makes fun of you? That kind of puts the ball in your court. What's up, Roachbait? He watched a Duty video and then told his chat it ain't worth watching. Of course.
Or defamation or whatever the hell it is, because literally the vast majority of content he puts out is all fucking fake. Sure, what the fuck? Okay, but he's in the server, the secret detractor server. Liquid Phil, I swear I remember that name from something, but I don't know what. Probably just another long time, loser detractor of mine. Here's the best part: Just a Gamer John.
He said,
it wasn't enough for Just a Gamer John to be in the secret detractor Discord once. Oh no,
demonetizing his own videos.
He had to create
Why should he? 2
different accounts.
Why should anybody demonetize? This is the other thing. That's the one thing I will say. If I just say there's one thing that does piss me off with Phil, that's one of them, where he tells people to demonetize their shit. Well, how about you demonetize yourself, Phil? How about you go and demonetize your channel? Accept no tips, no super chats, no memberships, no nothing. And then tell me how you feel doing this shit and not making a fucking dime. And yeah, I know it's your only means of making money. But I want you, Phil. This is Aish Yamamoto talking to you, Phil. How about you demonetize yourself? Stop monetizing dead people. Stop monetizing ex-friends that have nothing to do with you anymore. And stop talking to shit about those very same ex-friends years later after their presence on the internet's gone. How about you be a man and talk about them when they were still on YouTube? Again, demonetize yourself so you're making no money. And I don't give a fuck if your lights get cut off. Because you want to sit there and say that shit. You want to sit there and throw that shit around about other people because they're making fun of you.
So he could be there twice, just in case one of them got disconnected from the internet.
Yeah, Phil, it actually happens. I had to make another account because my old one got hacked. And then I got it back. So I have 2 accounts, Phil. It's not unusual for people to have 2 accounts in case something has or will happen to one account. It's called taking precautions. Say your account got hacked, Phil. Then what? Oh, actually, go ahead. Get your account hacked. Fuck up your Scopely account. Let's see you seething and crying and bitching and moaning for days on the internet.
Fucking, just fuck myself. Alright.
Yeah, how dare you show what he is up to?
That's absolutely fucking amazing. 2 accounts in the same Discord. Oh,
and then on top of that, this right here could be someone else with the exact same name and the exact same icon. You can do that. It's not showing their number. So it could be someone else with the exact same name. That is possible.
absolutely fucking amazing. 2 accounts in the same Discord. Oh, here we go. Well, Mighty D. Once again, another guy, I've never seen a piece of content out of this guy ever, but I hear all the time about this motherfucker talking shit about me. But that was just the online people, because there's also a ton of offline people. I wasn't privy to the offline people, so I don't know who the offline people are. All right? But anyway, so those are the people that were in the Discord, right? So listen to
there's more
this.
people
They
if
immediately
there's,
erased the
if there's
server
more than
when I
31.
showed someone that it merely was a real
Yeah,
thing.
online. Yeah,
And
you- you-
basically,
so.
he has even more posts up here.
Like, okay, right here. Purge most of the servers since some DSP dent heads think this is unironically a DSP server in use. That makes it that much funnier. I saw N-word post a screen cap thinking no way they think this is real Hive Mind server with only like 40 IMO. Like right there, like this is how dumb DSP and the person that was clipping this is.
Oh,
Well, they're
shit.
sitting there and openly saying this shit ain't real.
I purged most of the server since some DSP slur think this was unironically a
Dance
DSP
is not a
server
slur.
in use.
I'm sorry.
Makes it that much funner. I just saw a slur post a screen cap thinking no way they think this is a real Hive Mind server with only like 40 members. With 6 people to talk, blah, blah, blah. And then
So right there, this fucking idiot, both idiots here in this case, people are openly saying, I can't believe they think this server is real. I mean, yes, it's a server. It is a real server, quote unquote, but it's not a serious server. It's a parody server. It's a parody, and the only reason they got rid of it was because nobody was using it.
to make matters even funnier, as if it's not funny enough to make fun of that server, right? Like, who on earth would be part of this server? Life losers, idiots, people who are mentally stunted, fucked up people with no morals, you know, the dregs of society, right? That's who would
Like you, Phil, the Dregs of Society, the guy who sat there and openly admitted that you manipulated your parents to buy you a fucking grill. The guy who was talking to a 17-year-old girl and convinced her when she turned 18 that you two need to be together and then move her halfway across the country away from her family, just only to find out from her own mouth that her family was sitting there calling him a pedophile. The same guy that sits there and verbally abuses his audience for money every day. You sure you want to go down this road, DSP? Because you already don't like it when people call out your fuck ups. Remember, you're only human. You know, you make mistakes like everyone else, but please give me a chance.
Fuck.
But anyone else makes a mistake and you're wanting them burned at the fucking stake for it.
be on a server like that. This guy who deleted the server actually goes out of his way to post this up, okay? He nuked it because it hadn't been used in years, despite the fact it showed active users.
Phil, no, see, Phil, that's oh my god, Phil, that's where you're the fucking idiot.
Hey, can you pause?
Phil,
Let me tell you real quick.
a server, you can have active members, Phil, but they're not active in that server. When they're online, it's going to show a green dot by their fucking name, whether they're talking in that server or not. Any goddamn server they're in or any private DM that they have been in is going to show a green dot, indicating they're online. That's all the green dot means, is they're online.
Let me
Go ahead.
say it real quick. Dave, you cannot be this. Can I say the R word?
Go for it.
You cannot be this retarded, Dave. It literally, the dude was online. It doesn't have to be there in the same server. He just online. It could be up on a different server. Y'all know, doing this sort of thing here.
Exactly. Thank you, Ramen. And then Ramen. So is it wrong to point out DSP said his parents are dying in order to get more money from his fans? Exactly. I don't know when I'm going to see my parents again. You know, they're old, they're dying, they're getting sick, all this shit. Okay, Phil, you sure you want to keep going down this fucking road? Because people can sit there and point out all the shit you've said, pull out all the videos and all the times you've said it. That's all the shit you've said. And you've openly said this mental retardation on stream. Instead of shutting the fuck up, you say this shit out loud, and then you get pissed when it gets clipped to hell and back, and it gets sent to possible sponsors and all this shit, and be like, yeah, I don't want to fuck with that dude. Because if this is what he's saying on his streams, I can only imagine what he'll say with us backing him. Then, the same guy who was working with a scam chair company, trying to scam people out of money for a fake fucking chair, and then it gets outed to be a scam, and he still pissed at detractors for pointing out a scam.
What the fuck is going on here?
Showed that people were actually active on it. What a dumbass. What a fucking dumbass. Right? And then here's the other funny part. Listen to this. This is the best part. This is absolutely, I couldn't, we talk about felting people. I couldn't
All
felt
right, I need to pause my game.
any
This is
worse
mental
than how these
retardation.
people
I
felt
gotta pay
themselves.
attention
Because like I
a
said,
little bit,
I don't have
too.
to lift a finger anymore. Everything is falling apart.
Phil, to be felted, for the detractors to be felted, it would have to be something embarrassing. They are laughing about this. They know it's being shown on Twitter. TJ Stars pointed it out in that post that you read that they know it's being posted. So that means they know you're seeing it. Oh.
All my detractors are literally systematically crumbling around me. Okay?
I'm sure
You've
they
got to
are,
read
Phil.
this. You ready for this? The guy who purged it doesn't own it. We haven't spoken there in years. Why purge it? Why purge it? To fuck with people like you who think it's a gathering hub for even more slurs, even better. Then again, I'm on the active tractor server. We share videos and memes, and we
Isn't that
even
what Dark
game
here?
together. So this guy
It might be.
is saying that wasn't even an active server anymore. We haven't done any of that stuff in years. Oh, by the way, we have an active server where we actively do this every single day. Ultimate self-felt.
Phil, it doesn't say every day. There's an active tractors where we share videos, memes, and even games together. It doesn't say every day. You're adding into every day, and even if it is every day, what does it matter? So what that's saying is the detractors have a stronger community than your community. Yeah, this is all the evidence he could dig up. That's sad. That's sad. Yeah, it's embarrassing.
Very
You fucking
sad.
idiot. On the one hand, you say, we're not part of that server. That's all old, disbanded. No one cares about it anymore. Oh, yeah, we have an active one where we do this every day. You fucking moron. Could you be possibly any more stupid? I don't.
No, Phil, that's not being stupid. That's just saying, yeah, that's a defunct one. We actually have one we actually use. That's it. Like, Phil, this is not a felt. This is not a self. This is not owning the detractors. This is nothing. This is actual nothing. There's nothing here.
Don't think so. I actually don't think it's possible. This server's been public the 6 years I've been in it. There's thousands of tractors and so 50 of us in that one. Be real. The reason I jumped in there for the first time in 6 years is because you were there. My dude, my moronic idiot. You literally admitted you're in another server. You're defending your action saying I only
I didn't
jumped
know
in
so.
that
That's it.
server.
Yeah, they're saying they haven't been active in that server for 6 years. Like, oh my God, Phil.
He's dumb. He's fucking retarded.
The retardation is off the fucking charts.
Yeah, let me just something under this chest.
Good Lord, Phil.
Because I figured someone was in there talking about it.
Okay, right here.
Like right here. Read the bottom. You're tweaking over a dead server is funny, especially when others are public too. So he's sitting there saying, like, they're making fun of the person. They are making fun of the person right here, and Phil is too goddamn dumb to realize they're making fun of the guy and saying, yeah, we got other servers.
Only jumped in that server because I figured someone was in there talking about it, but you actively admitted you're in another one right here, you fucking degenerate moron. How can you be that stupid? Do you sit on your toilet with the lid down and shit? I mean, that's the level.
Do you, Phil? Do you let
Hey,
cat
what if
shit in
you
your
use-
mouth?
What is you scat fetish, Dave?
Like, I'm just gonna say, you let cat shit in your mouth, Phil? Do you eat her shit right out her ass? Get it right from the tap? Right from the source? Because you have this infinity, a fetish for shit. I don't know if that's like the best childish insult you think you can come up with, but you need some better material. It's pathetic. Like, that shows you're weak. You're a weak man, DSP. You say shit when nobody can say nothing back to you. That's how weak you are.
Level of stupidity here. Wow. I think that's
And if
it.
they do
Like, I
say
don't even
something,
really
he
want to go
bans
too
them.
much deeper into it. It's just a lot of people reacting to it and saying these are the dumbest fucking people I've ever seen and shit. You know what I mean?
No. Nobody's saying that, Phil. Like, nobody said that.
Like, it's not even worth spending any more time on. But it's like, these are my
Hey,
detractors.
Thyre.
This is what I'm dealing
What
with.
up, Diary?
These people have not a literal
Thyre's
brain
here, so
cell
we get
left in their
cat
fucking
cam.
heads. They sit there in their little circle jerking communities, singing "Kumbaya" and you know, playing games together, sending idiotic
Yeah, his toilet's
memes
not
out
fixed.
to each
Yeah,
other.
so
Literally
yeah,
saying,
he's
"I
shitting in the
counted
sink or
today.
something.
Did
Yeah.
you know the dark side Phil, DSP himself? He snorted 7 times and he cleared his throat 23 times on his stream
Yes, Phil.
today. Let the
I don't do
count
that
me
shit,
up.
Dave.
Yeah, Phil, because that's actually fucking disgusting that you're doing that every day on stream. So yeah, people are gonna start pointing that shit out that you don't give a fuck about your audience, especially when you sat there and didn't do it once during the side scrollers. You didn't do it once with the Kino Casino, but your own community? Fuck y'all. I'm gonna do it all the goddamn time. You guys are used to it. You guys deserve this. So yeah, Phil.
Talks
people
about
gonna
how
follow
he's
that shit
updating
up.
everything in his office, but the one thing he won't upgrade is a switch to mute himself so nobody has to hear it.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Updated. Holy fucking shit. What is wrong with you? Do you not
Yeah, we have the
understand
burp
this is a
counter
waste of
too.
your life? This is not something to be proud of.
Nobody said we were proud of it. You're the one making those assumptions that we're proud of it. I don't give a
No
fuck.
one is. I don't give a fuck, Dave. I don't even pay
Being part of the
attention to you anymore.
detractor family is not a real family. Get it? Now I'm gonna play like
Dave,
review
we
chat.
know that.
You
We
don't
got
have a
outside
real
live, Dave.
family. Detractors are not a family.
Nobody said the tractors are. Well, no, let me take that back. There are some people that said the tractors are a family, but they're not a family. Most of us know the tractors are not a family. Just a couple of people on the internet, randos. We hook up, we have some laughs, making fun of you. We play some games, we watch some anime, we listen to music, or we just sit and chat because why not? Yeah, bed counter. We have so many counters, you know. And then we go on our merry way, Phil. Like, you're the one making this a lot deeper than what it is. And that's what's funny about this.
They're a bunch of
The funny part
degenerates,
is
a
teaching
bunch of
actually
immoral,
care, guys.
mentally stunted people who have latched together with their inability to have a real positive life, and instead have created a social circle
Dave,
around
you're
hating
just a-
on
you're just
me,
a hobby,
a
Dave.
nobody, an arbitrary content creator.
An arbitrary content creator that will run around and gladly tell you he's been on here for 16 years. He will gladly and happily throw how long he's been on this platform, who shits on other content creators just because they are more successful than him, who has admitted multiple times that he is jealous of other content creators and then turn around in the same snort and tell you he's not jealous. You can't be jealous and not jealous at the same time. You either are or you aren't, and we know you are, because what is the one thing you always bring up is how much money that person may be getting out of their stream or their YouTube video or whatever. Hell, when you had the angry dad breaking PlayStations, Xboxes, and TVs, you're like, first thing was, why the fuck does this have 3 million views or 13 million views? Because people found the shit funny, Phil. That's why. That's why it has so many views. That's why that family got their change and went on their merry way. They put out something, people started liking it, and they kept doing it, and it was like, hell yeah, let's keep it going. Let's do it until people get bored of it, and then we move on. You're the only one that's like, yo, this is my life, guys. Now, guys, I need you to tip me. You need to fill the king's coffers with money. We need the detractors seething, so I need you to give me $150 every stream. I need $300 a day, and if you continue this up for months down the road, I might be able to take an extra day off. But it all depends on you giving me $300 a day. Not my streams are good. You know, I'm getting good viewership. I got good commercials. I got sponsors. I got everything I need. And when if you guys decide to tip me on the side, that's great. That's it. No, it's you need to give me $300 a day for months on end that I might be able to afford to take an extra day off. I need you, all of you, to pay for my way of life, my lifestyle, pay for my fuck ups and fix my mistakes for me. Thank you, you fucking brain dead idiots.
You are fucked if you think that what you're doing is anything positive or meaningful in your life. You are wasting your life. You're going to wake up one day.
It's just a hobby.
45 years old.
Pay attention to you
Still
anymore that
single.
much.
Probably still living with your parents. You're going
I
to
got
get
a
up.
girlfriend, bro.
I'm still single. Okay, I have a girlfriend who's been on stream. I can't live in my parents' basement, Dave, because they're fucking dead. I live in my own home. Okay, what else you got?
Out of bed and you're going to look in the
I
mirror
left
and you're going to
alone, too.
realize,
You don't see me
holy
seeing
shit,
nothing.
I just spent 20 years hating on DSP.
How can I spend 20 years hating on you when you've only been here for 16? So
Even then.
Is he
Where-
getting
where's
his,
the
his old work life confused with his detractors now?
I
Like-
believe he is. Like, he's only been on it for 16, so how the fuck am I hating him for 20? Where's the extra years coming from, Phil? Where's the extra 4 coming from?
Come on, Shadow, don't fuck me up.
Yeah, projection, exactly. Anything to stop taxes is a plus for people. Yeah, because taxes suck, exactly.
And I have absolutely nothing positive in my own life going because all I
Oh yeah, the FGC hated him before this. And that was something he caused. He caused the FGC to hate him. Not like Phil, people don't just randomly decide to start hating people. I mean, this isn't back in the old days where racism was running rampant throughout the US and certain people were considered not human and not having rights and this and that. We're well past that part. Well past that part, unless you go to the racist place in the US. But Phil, people didn't just start hating you to hate you. You did something. You did a lot of things, in fact. And there is a fucking paper trail of the shit you did that caused people to not like you. When respectable people like Justin Wong are sitting there saying, don't be like DSP. Nobody even said anything about you. They just said, hey,
Don't be
Justin,
like Dave.
what will be the one thing you would tell people not to do in the FGC? And his words was, don't be like DSP. So Phil, you had a reputation of being a shitty person long before you started YouTube. You yourself have admitted to being a shitty person with the stories you have told.
Bro, we can attack
Where
why?
you bought or attempted to buy a condo to impress a woman that was already dating someone, or how you turned in a manager and another person fucking because you wanted to fuck that chick and she didn't want you. You have been a shitty person for the longest time. and you wonder why people shit on you. Maybe you need to look at yourself, Phil, before you start trying to point at others.
did was celebrate hating on DSP for 20 years with a bunch of fucking losers.
Phil, you haven't been on YouTube for 20 years. Again, where is this extra number coming from? Because you're talking about detractors. You're not talking about the FGC. You're strictly talking about detractors. So where are the extra 4 years coming from?
How do you not understand this? The people who don't do this are people who have positive lives. We have family, friends, business, things going for.
Phil, you don't have a family and you don't have friends. So you're already minus 2 of the 3 fucking things there.
Alright, can you pause it for a second? Dave, I already got family and friends, and I got a girlfriend. I'm good. I don't need a beg. I got a job. Granted, I'm gonna wake up early, but still, I prefer have a job than beg.
Exactly.
For us that are positive. We don't just sit here and shit on others. We do productive things with our.
Phil, you shit on people every day. PewDiePie. What's her name? Pokimane, Dr. Disrespect, Mr. Beast. I mean, do you want me to continue? Because you sit and shit on people all the goddamn time. You make it a point to shit on people. Hell, you shit on Logan Paul. It's not the fact that Logan Paul is a good person or a bad person. He ain't done nothing to you, but you sit there and constantly shit on him. Dr. Disrespect ain't do nothing to you, but you constantly shit on him. PewDiePie, I mean, he just said, fuck you. So you've been shitting on him even before he said that. You sat there and you shit on Markiplier. You shit on people for no goddamn reason. And then your Phil's Day Off bullshit stories where you've admitted you're laughing at people who have had misfortune come their way that don't even know who you are. So yeah, Phil, you're a shitty person.
Our time. That's why we don't have detractor servers to sit in and poop on people. We don't have to shit on others because we're too busy.
Phil, you shit on people every day openly on your streams. And then you get pissed off when they turn around and openly shit on you. Get out of here.
With good things. You can have good things.
Yeah, good things. Okay, so good things is you begging people for $300 a day. That is a good thing. Guys, I need 300 space credits. I need you guys to give me credits. I got an addiction. I need credits. I need you to fuel that addiction. So dig in your pockets deep and give me all your space bucks.
Things, but you need to use the brain cells that are in your fucking head instead of ignoring them. All right? Take your server, your second server, which you've now admitted you're in, which probably has hundreds to thousands of people in it. Close the fucking server. Go outside.
That exactly, guy with 2 names. That's the one I was referring to, and that's the one I always go back to refer to. Is the grandfather who couldn't pay for the shoes for his grandchildren. And how Phil was sitting there fucking laughing about it. He didn't know who that man was. He didn't know who that family was. But damn if he wasn't happy to laugh at him when that shit happened. Yeah, his secret Discord. And remember, when he doxed PW Dubs, and when fucking Anonymous leaked that shit out, Phil destroyed that server and made a new one.
I know who wants the screenshot.
Touch
Oh,
grass, breathe air, and do something with your life for once. You fucking losers.
Yeah, coming from a guy who leaves exactly once a week. Phil, I go to work. I go hang out with friends. I hang out with my girlfriend. I go to the store. I go to my family's house. I do a lot of things, Phil. How about you? Oh, that's right. You stay in the house. And you say the DoorDash driver doesn't speak proper English. My bad.
I'm not going anywhere.
Like,
I'm going to keep winning.
So I'm sorry, Dave, that I don't stay at home all day. I go out. I go to the park. I go to the gym. I got a job. I got a girlfriend. I go to my family's place once in a while. I'm sorry, Dave, that I got a life outside and you don't.
Exactly.
I'm going up. You fuckers are going down.
You're not going up. Again, as I said before, Phil, it doesn't matter how many times you hit the tip skull. It doesn't matter how many new things you fill that space with. You're poor. You're mentally poor. You're spiritually poor. You were doing this to fill a void. You have chosen.
And he's constantly
Go ahead.
He's been constantly mentioning how worried he was about the what was it?
documentary.
Yeah, documentary thing. I cannot think of that word for some
Yeah.
reason. But he was like for like a week straight saying how worried he was about that.
Yeah.
So it's like, Phil, if you're that worried about it, then clearly you know something's up.
Yeah.
And
Because he
clearly
knows
it's
he's
you.
shitty. He knows he's shitty and he's got nothing but negative content to show for it. There is nothing positive about a DSP stream. Nothing.
You guys see
And I-
today's pre-stream?
I saw part of it, but not all of it. I tuned out. 'cause
Oh
I just-
my
I just got to the
god!
point I couldn't listen to it anymore, and I just tuned out.
All the reason I didn't turn it off right away because I was busy fighting in Wukong.
I know he had a Spurg out on duty, so I have that pulled up, and I want to hear it. And apparently
He had a
something with
spur off
Keemstar.
everything.
Oh god.
And there's nothing that's going to stop that
Like
momentum.
Keemstar
You understand?
apologizing to him in quotes.
Can I go? Hey, so
Oh
do
boy.
you know?
You're
Do you know if I
fucked.
could go back
So
to
cut
older
the shit
places,
and fucking grow the
older
fuck up
levels after
and do
competing
something
them
for
on
yourself.
Wukong?
You're pathetic.
Yeah, you just go
You're
to
an
the
embarrassment
save
to
point,
the
just
human
hit
fucking
select travel.
race.
Alright,
You are an embarrassment to the human race, Phil. Like, really, you're a huge waste of human flesh. You're like flesh and bone that didn't need to be made. Your father could have
he
busted a
don't put-
nut somewhere else and had a better child than you.
Did you already fight the Rat King and his son?
Yeah, I already did. I already beat
did you get
Jeez,
the
it was a
soul for that?
minefield.
You are
Yeah, I
the
already- I
poster
got
child,
the,
textbook
second
definition
world-
of what
I'm on the third
humanity
chapter
has
now.
created as an offshoot
Okay.
of something meaningful.
I'm still exploring
Your
around in the second
existence
area.
is meaningless.
Didn't have the time.
You're
I went for it.
wasting your life.
Yeah, no, I
Stop.
finished the
You
third.
can
It was an
change,
unhinged
turn
moment.
it
Second area,
around.
I'm gonna
Close
Nice.
Discord.
For
Go
those on plus, I
fucking
missed
touch
that, couldn't score
grass.
properly, so it's
Oh,
wonderful to
Phil,
go back.
guess what? You're telling them to get rid of Discord, but they're actually communicating with other people. You're not. They're communicating with
that-
different people. They're communicating with other streamers, other YouTubers, non-YouTubers.
That was today.
The detractor community is doing a lot, Phil. You're not. We're not sitting there
I-
begging for money. We're not begging each other for money. We're not begging for likes. We're not sitting there trying to do all that shit, but you are. You know, we do put on streams, and their streams, not mine, but their streams get more viewership than you. It gets more attention than you. It gets put in the algorithm, and people see that.
I gotta do a thing. I was at Mother Pan. I'm still watching though.
Okay. You're not doing that, Phil. You're not getting what you feel you deserve. Your content isn't worth it. You're not even editing out boring shit. You're just like, oh, it's raw gameplay. Okay, cool. As I said before, if you were leaving the stream up, that's acceptable. But you're not leaving the stream up. You're privating the stream, and then you're putting these other sections in. Oh, here's the recorded stream of today's stream. Then cut out the boring shit. But you won't do that.
If I look a little pink, it's because I'm probably sunburnt for being outside today. For rarity, I'm actually outside. Make fun of someone. They don't care if it hurts someone or if it defames someone or their business or their family. All they care about is personal gain. Okay? And it's sad because it does hurt myself and my family and my business. And I can't really defend myself against it because I'm not going to waste time talking about it all day. But anyway, the funny part about this video, we're not going to watch it because basically what he does in this video, duty this is, he basically goes into his actual, like, analytics on YouTube and he shows this screen. Okay? And I wish that he would have zoomed in more. I know it's hard to see. I can't blow it up any more than this on my PC, so I apologize for that. Actually, wait a minute. Yes, I can. Hold on a second here. Wait, hold on 1 second. I'm a professional. We could just do this. But now it's going to be hard. Now I'll be able to do it. So, as you can see, what he's showing here is his channel analytics. You might wonder, why would Duty be showing his channel analytics? All right.
He's being transparent, Phil. That's what Duty is doing right here. He's being transparent. He is showing you what he makes in ad revenue.
Well, he's showing them because basically in a recent video, I said the following, or I'll paraphrase. I said, my detractors are seething. They're losers because they are angry that I'm successful, that now I have a second wind and everyone is liking my content and coming to check me out, and that I'm popular again. They can't handle
You're
it,
not popular,
right? They
though.
depend on
Okay,
me
pause for a
being
second.
loser.
Okay, since he's always going to be more popular, where is the increase in the numbers besides more tips that he's always wants for support? Because his
That's
numbers
my
are about
question.
the same as always. Maybe a good. I'll give it to him. I'll give it like anywhere between 30 to 50 extra numbers. Just to.
I think it
be
was like
fair.
100 to 200. Like that's all he got.
I'll just say he's got a good extra bit of numbers. I won't deny that. I won't say no, he hasn't gotten some increase. But the way he talks about this, how popular it is, it's like he's got a couple thousand.
Yeah, and he doesn't. But see, here's the thing. Here's the thing with this. So Duty right here is being transparent. He is being transparent, showing this is what I make in ad revenue. Phil will not show you any of this.
To make their content, and so they're very upset. And I even went as far to say, listen, these people are losers. The videos they put out get a few thousand views a day when they put them out. Okay, they're not getting hundreds of thousands of views on these videos. The thing is, they put out a bunch of them, so the videos add up in viewership, right? So basically, I said they're not making.
So here's all right. So Phil, it doesn't matter if Duty has 100,000 viewers on a video. You struggle to get 1,000 videos, about 1,000 views on a video. So how are you gonna sit there and say this person's views don't matter when you can't even make those views? That's the killer right there. That's the killer. And it doesn't matter if you like Duty or not, or pick your favorite detractor. Phil wants to sit there and say this shit, and it's like, Phil, you don't make that. So how are you going to sit there and point out somebody else when you don't get it? Like, if you're going to say that, you need to be making those numbers yourself. Like, we're just going to take this because we're looking at it right here. Duty got 1.2 million views for that month. That's more than Phil. He's got over $5,000 in revenue. Phil ain't getting that in revenue. Phil's got to get that in tips. He's got to get that in memberships and super chats and all that. That's how he gets that number. Duty's getting that just off of ad revenue. That's not asking his chat to donate. That's not asking his chat to become members. That's not asking his chat to super chat. That's just ad revenue. So, Phil, show us your numbers. You know, if you want to make fun of somebody, put your money where your mouth is, pull up your analytics, and show us your analytics.
Making a ton of views or whatever on this stuff. And in addition to that, you know, it's ad revenue versus other, you know, my revenue is based on both ad revenue, but also I have super chats, I have memberships, I have tips. Those are my goals for the
Yes, but how many times you've told us your ad revenue is in the toilet? So are you telling us you've been lying, saying you don't make a lot of money off of your ad revenue? Is that what you're saying? And mind you, this is just analytics. He didn't go to... I'm assuming there's a tab on YouTube that shows revenue. I know there is on Twitch, so I'm going to assume there is on YouTube as well. He's not on the revenue tab. He's on the analytics tab. Those are completely two different tabs.
the day, and I get the ad revenue on top of it as well. These guys, a lot of them are just basing it on ad revenue. And I kind of said, you know, they're only hating on me for money, for the little that they're making. And, you know, it's going to turn around. Like, basically, it's all going to turn around because now I'm getting my second wind and people like me again. All right. So I said things like this on my stream. So what he does is he turns this into an 18-minute special video where he says, I have to debunk DSP's lies about ad revenue and views. He goes on to say that look at my channel. So I brought in 1.2 million views on my 2D Streams channel
Yeah.
in July, okay?
Yeah.
And that resulted in $5,036.96 in ad revenue for me because I'm a partner on YouTube. So literally him making these awful, factually untrue, unhinged, deplorable videos about me is making this man $5,000 a month.
But you said he does that he's not making anything. He's not making any views. It's trash views, and he don't make any money. That we're not making money like you. And he's debunking you. He's proving you wrong. That's all he did was prove you wrong. So how are you going to spin this? I'm curious of how you're going to spin this.
Okay? Wow. I'm sure many of you were shocked, right? When you see that, you're like, wow. Did you really think that it was going to be that profitable, right? It's pretty insane when you think about it, right?
And that's just 1 month, DSP. That's 1 month. He got over $5,000 in 1 month. And his numbers are going up. So that number is going to go up.
I mean, I'll be very honest with you guys. I don't get that many views a month. In an average month, this...
So right there, you're fucking telling on yourself. I don't get that kind of views in a month. So again, here is another example of Phil openly shitting on people, assuming they're not making what he makes, and then has to turn around and say, well, I don't get that many views in a month.
channel probably brings in 600K views these days. You know, some months we spike. When we have a busy month with games, I'll get 700, 800K views. I rarely hit 1 million. I couldn't even tell you the last time I had 1 million views. It's probably been years. So I want you to think about this. A person who is literally, all right, literally shitting on me all day, making shit up, defaming and slandering me, is making $5,000 a month doing it. All right. And he's also getting more views than me. Well, the first thing that I want.
Then, and right there should tell you, Phil, that should tell you you're doing something wrong. That when the people that don't like you are getting more viewership, more memberships, more ad revenue, more watch time than you should really stop and look at yourself and ask, what am I doing wrong? That Doody Streams is blowing you out of the water. And he's not begging people for money. He's not begging them for tips. He's not begging them for anything. He does videos. He'll throw on a few streams. And that's the end of that. And he's blowing you out of the water. Look at yourself, Phil. So I know you're going to turn this and shit on him in this video. I understand that. That you have to do that. You have to commit fully. But see, what you fucked up by looking at this, because now that's going to really eat at you for the rest of the day. It's going to eat at you at night when you lay in bed. It's going to eat at you tomorrow. That this dude right here is making more money than you on ad revenue alone, where you need to factor in everything you have to get 7 to 10 grand a month. And he's getting half of what you get, or over half of what you get, off of one thing. And he has a family. He has children. He has a wife. He has a household. That should tell you something, Phil. That should really tell you something.
I want to say is, I'll acknowledge this. He's getting more views than me. And he's making $5,000 a month on ad revenue. Now, by the way, he outright made a point. He says, I just want you guys to know in the month of July, I did not live stream. So there is no super chats included in this. That revenue total is solely based on ad revenue. That's what he said. Now, I don't know if he has memberships, because memberships also would be involved there. And if he has memberships, he didn't factor that in. I mean, for a channel that's bringing in 1 million views a month, you would think he has members that are...
Yes, but he's pointing out minus live streaming, this is what he made alone off of one thing. We're not looking at memberships. He specified by your own words, he specified no live streams. So there's no need to factor in memberships and all that. He's saying this is what I made off of one source. That is the one source. You live stream 6 days a week. 6 days a week. You got to beg, claw, scratch, and plead to make that kind of money. You're making that money off of your audience. Duty is making that money off of ads. There is a completely different thing here. Like I said, regardless of how you feel about them, this should be very eye-opening to Phil. You know, he's like, I can't believe he makes that much. This should really open your eyes, Phil. This should tell you something. That Duty Streams is making more than you in one area. That you do this 6 days a week. Duty went a whole month of just putting out videos. Just videos. So he got to spend time with his family, go out, have a picnic, eat a sandwich, whatever it is Duty does when he's not streaming or whatever. And that's what he made. Yeah, making more money than your product. Exactly, guy with two names. Problem with DSP pulling back the curtain is his fans should be able to figure out roughly how much DSP makes in just the ad revenue. Yeah. And that's why I said, so either DSP's lying about his ad revenue or his ad revenue really is shit.
Paying, correct? So that should be part of it, but he fails to mention that in the video. So I can't say if there's members in there or not. But he's bragging. He's bragging, saying, look, I brought in this many views. I didn't even stream. This doesn't even include super chats. So
Well, there wouldn't be super chats if he's not streaming. So how would that be a factor when he said that month? He specified them. See, right here, you're trying to use word salad to change this shit up to fit a narrative. You've already fucked up and said he didn't live stream this month, for this month particularly right here. So you've already fucked up and said that. So you can't turn around and try to fit into a narrative. Because you've already outed yourself saying this is only for this month with no live streaming. So there wouldn't be super chats. Yeah, he's gonna get 600K views a month with ads and 1.5 mil. Exactly.
Argument is that when I say things like, oh, well, you see, YouTube ad revenue isn't that good. You can't really make a living on it. Well, look at this, Phil. I'm bringing in $5,000 a month on ad revenue, so you're a liar. You could definitely make a living on it. Well, first of all, Duty, like I said, I bring in around 600K, which is about half of what you brought in July. So my ad revenue would be about half of that. You understand that, right?
So, okay, so that's saying you're bad at your job. You are bad at your job if you can only pull half of what Duty pulls. So again, Phil. Duty is a detractor who makes content off of your content. He makes videos off of what you say, off of your segments.
Ice, let it cook. It gets better.
He's doubling what you get.
Ice,
That should really say something.
Just let it cook. It gets better.
I know. It's just that.
Just play. Just
all right,
play.
Just play. All right. I'm listening to you.
Play.
So I'm gonna let it play.
So yeah, if you're bringing in the amount of views that I'm kind of bringing in, you can't make a living on that, right? I'm speaking from experience. That ad revenue has plummeted. There was a time when I could bring in 1 million views a month, and I would be making like 8K a month on ad revenue. You understand that? That was before the adpocalypse. The adpocalypse changed all of that.
You fucking idiot! Why are we going back to the old days? Nobody gives a fuck about the old days. We're talking about today. Today,
Oh, we're not
Phil.
even there yet, Ice.
We're not talking about when YouTube was paying motherfuckers anything just to have shitty content on the goddamn platform. We're talking about today. This is after the apocalypse. This is after PewDiePie paying 2 dudes to write a sign saying I hate N-words. This is all after that shit. And he's still pulling more than you. Nobody gives a fuck about 1836 and I had 1 million fucking people watching me. We're talking about 2024. How many motherfuckers watching you today? And you just open your mouth and said 600. 600K is all you can pull in a fucking month. He's pulling double your fucking numbers. That should fucking tell you something. You're this goddamn retarded. Oh my god.
This isn't even the good part.
Oh my fucking god, Phil, really? Well, back in the day, I had better bladder control, but not today. Motherfucker, I don't give a fuck about back in the day. We talking about now. Duty put out a video and said you're a fucking liar and here's why. Pointed out how much he made in 1 month from ad revenue. And you gonna sit there and say, well, I had half, so I have about half of what he makes. And I find that hard to fucking believe, Phil. Because you always say, and I quote, I don't make anything off of ad revenue. You're telling me, all right, so you make half. If you make half of what Duty made right here, that's saying you made roughly $2,400. And you're saying that that's nothing. Keep that shit in mind that this motherfucker, this fat, gouty-written motherfucker right here is saying $2,500 ain't shit. Okay.
That's the point that I've been making. Is so many people had to change the way that they made content, me included. I have to now take super chats, tips, and by the way, I got a generous tip. I promise you, I will shout this out. I just don't want to lose my train of thought. So his point that Phil always says you can't make a living on ad revenue alone. He's lying. All right, is valid if you're him. All right, but there is a point that I need to make. You know, he made 1.2 million views in July. And literally every one of those views is my view. Like,
they're not your view. These are not people watching your fucking stream. They're not watching you, Phil. Listen, oh my god, Phil. They're watching Duty because they like how Duty puts it. Nobody wants to go to your fucking stream and watch an hour and fucking 30 minutes of you bullshitting. They want to hear what you gotta say and move the fuck on. Duty provides them this service as well as many other clip channel detractors. They provide that service. Here's the retarded shit he says if you just want to watch this and move on. They're not your views, Phil. If they're your views, all right, fine, fuck it. If they're your views, Phil, if they're your views, Phil, then strike Duty. If that is how you fucking feel, strike Duty, strike Snort, strike Memeology, strike me, strike everybody fucking else if these are supposed to be your views. If that's how you truly fucking feel, go on a striking spree and strike these fucking people. I'm tired of you making, they're not your views, Phil. They don't like you, so why the fuck would they go to you to watch you? They're gonna go to other people. So it's not your fucking views.
Like, you understand that, correct? Dude, I just have to appeal for saying, you understand that those are my views. Because your content is titled Debunking DSP Lies. Your content is literally tagged #DSP, #DSP Gaming, #DSP Throwback. People are searching for me, and then they find you. You've gamed the system to show up in search for.
Like you gamed the system for Fallout 4? And how you were getting shitted on by people because they said you fucking lied? Because you made a clickbaity title? How you had so many goddamn thumbs down for that video? Okay, Phil.
Not only that, then that also
But
means
those are-
everything on his React channel, he shouldn't get anything out of it then.
Exactly. Because you're also reacting to other people's content. So that means your audience is their views.
My viewers. You get that, right? I mean, even guys like Kino Casino, who are watching clips and stuff, they're watching your clips because you're what comes up in search first, because you gamed the system. You didn't come up out of nowhere. People
Exactly,
really
Zero.
like your
And how you doing, man?
charismatic
Good to see you.
personality
Pause a second.
and-
Video, Phil, the name of the video quite literally was Disproving DSP. So, by that logic, people are looking for videos that disprove you.
Wait.
Ergo, Duty was one of the stream videos that came up. Therefore, it was Duty that they watched. Therefore, it was not you that they wanted to see particularly. They just wanted to see you get disproven. Are you seeing the logic here, or should I continue to keep going?
Oh, hold on. We got a real big one then. I got one for you. When Aquatil clipped Phil's scorn rant and Moist Critical watched it. So are all those views Phil's then? Is all of Moist Critical's views that should be Phil's views then? Okay.
That's how you won over viewers. You won them over on my back. You understand?
That means he's doing a better job than you, Phil. That means Duty is doing a better job than what you are doing. That means Snort Burnell is doing a better job than you are doing. That means Piece of Peace is doing a better job than you are doing. That means Golden Triangle Gaming is doing a better job than you, Phil. That means Ann Leet is doing a better job than you, Phil. That means That Being Said is doing a better job than you, Phil. That the people
And this
that
man
don't like
just
you...
on the side, too.
Yeah. So that means the people that don't like you, and I'm talking about the big ones, they are doing a better job than you are. They are doing a better job of providing your content than you are at providing your content. Okay.
Understand that. Every single view you have on your channel is my view. Now, I don't get paid for those views. You do because you're a scumbag and you monetize slander that
Then you're a scumbag too for when you sit there and shit on other people during DSP Reacts. And you're watching videos that other people have put out. Like Mr. Beast, when you sat there and kept shitting on him. Or you shout on other people. So it's the same thing then. You're a fucking scumbag who is sitting there getting paid off of other people's fucking back, Phil. Again, don't try this bullshit.
And he'll try and cover that up by saying, "Oh,
But
I'm just
those are my
reacting to
viewers.
this stuff."
So
Yeah,
I
that's
make
what everybody else is doing to
600K
your
viewers
shit,
in a
Phil.
month, but then also I also have your 1.2 million views. So I actually make 2 million views in a month.
No, you don't, Phil, because guess what? Those views weren't coming to you anyway. Those, if that's true, Phil, that 1.2 million views that Duty has right there would have been on your channel. They're not on your channel. They're on Duty's channel. So that means they're not your views. They are Duty's views because they wanted to hear what Duty had to say. That is his video. He is showing it. And even when he clips you and he says his whatever it is he says in his videos where he's explaining something or he called someone or whatever else, it doesn't even have to be Duty. It could be pick your favorite, least favorite detractor, as GTG says. It would be the same goddamn story. They're not your views because guess what? They weren't fucking watching you to begin with.
And notice how
plus-
he's shifting everything from what Duty was talking about with him
Yep.
to just going straight on Duty.
Exactly, because that's him. Because he knows that he cannot win this battle. He got called out. Duty shut his shit down. So only thing he got left is to turn out and attack Duty now. That's all he got. Because Duty just shot that down with that number. And mind you, as I just said, out of Phil's own mouth, he sat there and said, I don't make anything off of ad revenue. I make very little off of ad revenue. So that if it's just me, then you're telling me either nobody's watching your shit or they're all using ad blockers. That's what I'm getting out of that. Because I'm sorry, $2,500 is nothing to sneeze at. That's not little to no money to me. But to Phil, that's nothing. Make very little money off of ad revenue. So $2,500
He's so
is
used
very
to when
little
he
ad
first
book.
started.
Yeah.
He's so used to making that, as he put it, fist over fist of money. Back when he had the machinima and shit like that, backing him up, so they got him all the views that he needed, so he didn't have to do shit.
Yep.
And then when he fucked that up, he went over to somebody else, and then to somebody else, and then he got on his own, and then he kept getting kicked out of places. And this is where he's at, is his last place of revenue, and then he's bitching about this.
Yep.
I mean, we could do this with many different channels. We could go to each detractor's channel where literally the only content they're getting is off of me, and we could keep adding on to the views of my channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could continuously do this and stack it up. Now, the very funny part about all this is if I were to stop making content, you know how many views Duty would have? 0.
Wrong. Because Duty does other content, Phil. You are not the end-all be-all of Detractor content. Detractors have gone out and they've sampled other lolcows and they've done content on them. You are not the end-all
Nice.
be-all.
Go back like 2 seconds.
Okay.
Look,
Oh my God, my
Okay,
thing
that's
is all
what.
fucked
Look
up.
at the Wolverine image in the background. Stupid little screen. It's literally just Wolverine mocking his hips at Phil.
Oh God.
Now, the very
Look at
funny part.
Oh no, that's
about all
that's
this is
Dalcine.
If I were to stop making
No.
content,
No,
you know how many
oh, that is
views
Dulcie. I don't.
Duty
It looked
would
like
have?
Wolverine.
Yeah, that's Dalcine.
0.
He's doing his victory thing.
would
from
I
have
know it's
Street
0
Fighter
Wolverine
2
with like the
Turbo.
blue
only
gloves and the
reason
yellow
anyone
suit.
watches his content is
But still,
me.
it's pretty much a half
Whether you
naked man
like
just
me or you
looks like
hate
his hip
me,
to Phil.
Undoubtedly, the only
Duty
reason
said he would
anyone
always,
tuned into
always
Duty
he would always
streams
said he would
because
go
of
away if
Darkside
DSP
Phil.
showed his
And the
WWE
moment
account
that DSP is gone, you're
and
gone.
the creation date.
You're
Everyone
nothing.
knows
You're a
why he won't,
parasite.
right?
Eating
Right.
off of me. You understand that? There's no value to you or your existence on YouTube.
See, again, you've already defeated that statement because of him debunking you and you saying he gets that many views. I don't get that many views. So you've already devalued your own statement here.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, just for the sake of argument, let's just say that statement was true. Why would Duty even give a shit what your opinion of that is? He's
Exactly.
literally making content, legally making content, mind you, because
It is
how
protected.
the law works and everything like that. He's legally doing it. He has not done anything to defame you. He has used your own words when anything was said. And he has only theorized to what could happen or what has happened. He has not defamed you in any way besides. Actually, he hasn't defamed you at all because it's your own words.
Yeah.
So, at all, what's your point, Phil? And this is stuff he does on his own when he's not at his actual job. This is pretty much side money for him.
Oh no, Duty's retired.
Oh, I didn't know he was retired.
Yeah, he retired at 50.
I have literally no idea he was even that old. So, what do you want from me?
He's like 50 years old, retired with liquid capital. This shit is all just extra money that he's paying his kids' college fund, according to him. That's all this
Yeah,
is.
well, good for him.
This man knows how to make money. He knows how to
I'm not
game
over
the
that. This is a
system.
good thing to me.
He knows how to game the system. And that's what you're supposed to do on YouTube is game the system. It's also transformative. Exactly. This is what Phil can't seem to wrap his fucking head around.
And
See-
Phil, if you did go away, Duty would probably just move on to somebody else that we probably wonder about.
That's what I'm saying. Like, detractors will go to other lolcows and make fun of them and clip them and everything. You're not the only fucking person, DSP.
Like, I'm never
You're
gonna
just
lie to you. Internet
another
is a shitty
symptom
place
of a
like that, but it is what
broken
it is.
system
Yep.
That only factors in the law, but not morality. If there was a
Because nobody gives a fuck about morality.
Hey Phil, where's your glasses, hat, and vest for your $150 tip goal?
You know, I'm gonna say it. Like, I'm gonna say it. I don't give a fuck about your morality, Phil. Just like people don't give a fuck about my morality. That's my issue. I don't have to like something and someone else can be cool with it. Doesn't matter if I agree with it or not. They are in the right to be that way and think that way. And again, how is it immoral when he gives his opinion, or any one of us gives our opinion on you? It doesn't work that way, Phil. You're a fucking shitty asshole. End of fucking story. You have no redeeming qualities about you. When you sit there and say people need to be off the internet, guess what, Phil? You need to be off the internet because it will be a much better place. Your dents would actually have money in their fucking pockets because you wouldn't be constantly reaching in their pockets every goddamn day.
Morality system on YouTube, your ass would have been wiped and flushed.
There is, see, Phil, that's why we have the law. Because the law doesn't give a fuck about morality. It gives a fuck about what is right. Or what you can prove. So shut the fuck up about morality. Morality. Like that's supposed to be a saving grace. It's not.
Flushed fucking the moment you made your first video. But YouTube is an immoral system that doesn't care and allows people to monetize hate.
Okay, so then actually by that logic, then you would be off of YouTube. The moment you decided, Chicky Chang Wang Charlie Chicka Chan, shut the fuck up. Oh, you hate the star people? They need to die? Isaac Heimler, the last remaining Nazi? Oh man, then your ass would have been gone years ago, Phil. Again, are you sure you want to go down this fucking route? He's a public figure and people can talk about public figures. Yeah, and if DSB truly believes that what he's saying is not talk, yeah, exactly. That's why I said he shouldn't be saying this shit because it can be said about him. That's why I constantly bring that shit up. And remember, as I said, remember, Dr. Disrespect needs to be banned off of Twitter completely for the incident with the kid in the bathroom when the dude filmed it. He should be arrested for that incident. Okay, so you're defaming Dr. Disrespect right now, and you're saying all these horrible things about him unprovoked. So that means you need to be up off the internet, right? You need to be gone from Twitter. Twitch. You need to be gone from YouTube, right? By that logic, then you need to be gone.
And that's the only reason you have any pertinence on this website, okay? Now, continuing on, the funny part is with all of this isn't even the self-felt part that I'm talking about yet. The self-felt here is that for those of you who don't know, Doodie has outright said over and over and over that he only does this channel because it's fun. He doesn't need the money. He's set. This is not him making fun of Darkside Phil for financial gain. In fact, that's not a stake in it. It's not a big deal. For him, he's doing it on principle as a hobby for fun. You know what I'm saying? Like he said this over and over in his own content, all right? But he makes $5,000 a month on a slow month without super chats. You really honestly want me to believe he's not making content about me because he wants to make money. He said,
okay, I'm gonna stop you right there, Phil, because remember what you said, Phil? That you wanted to share your hobby with the world. That you want to play games for fun. So then you shouldn't care if you get paid or not. You shouldn't care if you get money or not. Again, shut your fucking mouth.
Said this before. He's outright said this. As they say, press X to doubt. The man who makes $5,000 on a slow month, if that were every month, you make $60,000 a year. but likely more because he also has super chats and other things coming in. So he probably makes 80 grand a year shitting.
Says the guy making 100 grand a year. Says the guy making 100 grand a year. So what is our gripe here? What are we bitching about, Phil?
On me. All right? But I'm not supposed to believe he does it for money. All right? Well, Doody, you just made the biggest mistake of your life. You want to know why? Because now you've been exposed. We all know.
How is this an exposed if he put the video out, dumbass? Where's the exposed? He put the video out.
Ice, if I might say something, in wise words, if you're really good at something, don't do it for free.
Exactly.
What you supposedly make, but you claim you don't need it, right? So, since you're not a hypocrite, since you're better than me, demonetize your channel immediately. This very moment that you're watching this, because I know you're watching it, disable all advertisements and kick yourself out of the partner program right now.
How about you do the same then, fat fuck? And I'm not even saying that to defend Duty. Duty can defend himself. But how about you do it? Put your money where your mouth is, Phil. Demonetize your channel. Take yourself out of the fucking partnership program and take your other 2 channels out of the partnership program while you're at it. Demonetize all of your channels. Get rid of your PayPal. Get rid of all your PayPal accounts then while you're at it, Phil. Because you're fucking nobody. If he wants to make money off of you, fuck it. That's YouTube, baby. We're allowed to make content and money off of whoever and whenever we please. You don't like it? Fucking strike him. Sue him. Hash that shit out in court. See how far you get, Phil. You always talk about suing somebody. Fucking sue him then. Sue any of us.
Because if you don't, you're a fucking liar. You're a
Phil, you're already a fucking liar. How many times you said you do this for fun? How many times you said, I don't do this for money? That's you, Phil. I don't play games for money.
Just because he says he doesn't need the money?
Then go ahead and demonetize yourself. Remove yourself from the partner program. Remove all your channels. Remove your PayPal. Remove your Cash App. Remove all that shit that you've admitted that you have. And just play the fucking game. How about that, Phil? And this is coming from a person that isn't monetized, Phil. This is coming from a person who can't make money off of you, Phil. This is coming from a person who laughs at you, Phil.
Just because he doesn't need the money or doesn't mean he shouldn't be allowed to make the money, Phil. And I will even if this rules were reversed and this was you, I would still say the same thing for you, Phil. Just because you may or may not need the money or you don't, that's like I said, need the money, you still have the right to make it. You in any way. Because the way the system works, you stream and people want to show up and watch and give you money, that's their prerogative. You have the right to make it as long as it's all legal.
Exactly. What's up, Razael? That's not wise words at all, Ice. There are well-trained doctors who move to poor countries. Doctor for free. Yeah, I know that. But I'm going strictly off of what Phil is saying. Phil wants to sit there and say this shit, but it's like, Phil, you said you don't do this for money, and then turn around and ask for money. Hey, Trunks, how you doing, man?
And like I said, as long as it's legal, Phil can make whatever money he's allowed to make. I will not hold that against him. The constant begging and then claiming that he's out of money when he's got like $4,000 for one stream and so and such. That's like when you try to hold him accountable. He does not understand that.
Yeah, it's like congratulations. Like, but again, as I said, for this particular video, he made over $5,000. No live streams, no super chats, just making videos. And Phil over there, well, I don't make 1.2 million views. I only get 600K views, so I make half of that. Well, that's on you. Again, this should be embarrassing to you. You should look at this and be like, what the fuck am I doing wrong that my detractors are making more than I am? Yeah, rules for thee, but not for re.
A degenerate hypocrite. and everything you've said and done is worthless. So here's the thing. I make a living on YouTube. I've outright told you guys I need monetization. I need support.
No, Phil. You said you play games for fun. You play games for fun. And you don't do this for money. That was your words. Now you're going back and saying you need monetization. Which one is it, Phil? Which one is it? Because right now I'm very fucking confused, Phil. Because you're talking out both sides of your goddamn mouth. I don't do this for money. And now, I need the monetization. I need it. This is my livelihood. I don't give a fuck about you or your livelihood. Put your money where your mouth is. You said you don't do this for money. Then turn off all your shit. Plain and simple. Yeah, he's upset. Yeah. But he's supposed to be winning. If he's winning, why would you care, Phil?
This is how I make my living. I pay my deal.
I don't give a fuck. Turn it all off, Phil. You don't do this for money, remember. You have said this numerous times throughout the years. You don't do this for money. Oh, wait, but we had to save the house. Oh, damn. Save the house. I forgot all about... Oh, man. Save the house, guys. Guys, I want to have a meal out with my wife. Guys, I'm going to have to eat lunch meat sandwiches. I don't know if I'm able to buy the Gotham Knights game. Guys, I need your tips. I really do. It sounds like somebody that needs money, Phil. So you're doing this for money. Huh. Well, I'll be. You're a fucking liar. God damn it, Phil. Just when I thought I could trust you.
My bills, how I support my family. This is my job. Yes, I need the support. Okay? I'm not lying about it. I do it.
But just this week you said you don't do this for money. Okay. Whatever, Phil.
For fun. I actually did YouTube for 2.5 years before you could even monetize gameplay videos. And if I were to become rich, like let's say I won the lotto, I would continue to stream, but I would absolutely not monetize my content. Okay? Because I wouldn't need to. If I won the lotto, I don't need any more income for the rest of my life. All right? You're saying you're affluent. You're
All right,
good,
I'm gonna head
you're
off and
set,
play
you're
some
good to
games with
go.
my
You
friends,
don't need
Ice. I'll
the
talk to you
income.
later.
You're
All right,
doing
so
it for
take care,
fun
man.
to
Thank you
make
for
fun of
stopping
me.
by.
You will
bro.
demonetize your content immediately right now. Turn off all monetization on Duty streams this very moment, or you are the world's biggest lying fucking hypocrite. And there is absolutely, positively no way you can spin that in another way. You self-felted yourself when you
Yeah,
showed
exactly,
your analytics
Raziel. There's
to
nothing wrong with people
incredible
making money
brainless
off of it.
dunce. Why would you do that? Did you not think that this was going to blow up in your face?
Phil, for it to blow up... God, let me explain this to you, you fucking retarded fuck. Phil, for something to blow up in somebody's face, they would have had to have done it and not thought it all the way through, and then everyone turns on them. Duty is just showing you're a liar and you can make a living off of ad revenue. That's all this was about. This isn't some self-owned. This isn't some self-felt. This isn't none of that shit. It's just him pointing you out to be a fucking liar. That's all it was. Oh, yeah. He had the PayPal. Hey, if you guys want to pay for the games, that would be very helpful. Like, Phil, you were begging since then. Snort is already on it, too. Yeah.
You're so stupid. And this is what I mean. I don't have to lift a finger.
But Phil, Phil, for somebody to blow up in their face, it would have to be everybody sees them for what they are and the bullshit they're trying to spout, and then says something to them and shits on them. Nobody's shitting on Duty for this right here. Nobody's shitting on him for that. People are shitting on you for that. Again, this is not the W you think it is. Again, shut your fucking mouth, Phil. You only make yourself look worse. Numerous times I've said, shut the fuck up. You're not helping yourself at all.
He did it to himself. I literally didn't have to lift a finger.
I mean, he thinks this is a W and it's
actually,
not.
Let me get this back to normal size. Here we go. Folks,
You didn't know that, Zero? You didn't know that BSP was giving John 100? No, he was giving him 100, not 150, 100. And said because he couldn't figure out how much money that they were actually making off of their co-op because Machinima stopped giving him the numbers. And he said he was going to give John $200, but John said, just give me $100 for every trip. And he said, oh, okay. Instead of saying, oh, that's what you want, the fine, but I'm going to give you $200 anyway. No, he stuck with that $100. He was more than happy to fuck John over and stole $600 from John and Howard for them damn t-shirts. Because they all paid $300 each. And DSP took them shirts and did not pay them two men back. He didn't give them their $600. There have been $3 for each of them. Have an acquaintance that used YouTube revenue to cover kids' expenses like diapers. And yeah, it can help. It really can.
it's been a heck of a show. And I appreciate you all hanging out with me for all these segments. I hope you enjoyed it. Now I can't get it to center, which is bad. There we go.
Yeah. Actually, it goes beyond that, Zero. Phil fucked up and said his first check from Machinima was like 15 to 20 grand.
I know it was
And
not
then
my
that
normal
was
format of
what
show,
it was
right? It
consistently, and it
different.
only went up.
But I hope you enjoyed it. I had quite a lot to say. I just want you to understand that literally not one of my shows will be like this in the future. Like, not every show is going to be this. It's just so much stuff just happened
Yeah, he's a
together at
parasite.
once that
All right, Raziel,
absolutely
thank you for stopping
felt
by,
the
man. You be
need
safe at work.
to
Don't
do all
work
this
too hard.
together. All right, and I hope
He's a
that you
parasite.
guys,
He makes money off of video games.
understand what's going on.
React
All right.
acts as a parasite on other videos. Throwbacks parasite on himself. Yeah, he is. He really is. He's a fucking parasite. And it never fails. All right, this is the Keemstar drama.
Last time I had financial freedom was probably 2014 when I moved out here. That was the end of it. Seriously, like 2014. All right, good morning, everyone. What is up? Hello, hello. Everyone who is here already. Personally, I would like to start the podcast early, but this is a big one. This podcast may be one of my most watched in history overall. I don't think it's going to be like the most watched live. With the topics that I actually have to talk about today, kind of out of nowhere.
Topics
I get
out
the
of
feeling people
nowhere.
will be
Okay.
talking about this show quite a bit over the course of today and tomorrow. Can't believe Phil's still talking about views. Views. Yeah, views.
Yeah, everybody's
On
views
the
are his
Kino
views
Casino
now.
guys, have they turned on me because they put up a
Have
video
they
that's
turned
negative
on
about me
Oh
the other
God,
day? You
Phil,
believe it,
really?
right? So have they turned on DSP? Also, we're gonna talk about Mudahar and what happened earlier this week, and then all of a sudden, after he cancels on our collaboration, he deletes his Twitter account, and everyone's freaking out across the internet about it. So we'll talk about that. Also, you want to talk about big news? Are you ready for this? Keemstar, of all people, Daniel Keem, has apologized to me publicly. What happens yesterday? I never expected. I know it's unprecedented, unbelievable, right? Like, holy crap. Who would have thunk that what happened yesterday would have possibly happened? All right. So I get wind of this, actually, from my moderators of all people, because I was actually just kind of casually helping my phone. My moderators are kind of freaking out. They're like, are you aware that Keemstar just made a video about you apologizing publicly for his behavior? And I was like, no, and that seems kind of unlikely or weird. And I'm like, well, I'm going to check it out for myself. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, before I even make a single comment about it, I think that we should watch it together live, shouldn't we? Shouldn't we just give it a clean watch? So here it is. First of all, we'll watch this, and then I'm going to tell you, how I reacted to it here. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, unedited, pure, unscripted. He's blocked, by the way. He's blocked on Twitter. Let's see what Keem has to say about me. Are you ready? All right, here we go.
Dear Dark Side Phil, DSP. I owe you an apology. I do. Last night, I was just being a hater, and worse than that, I was being hypocritical. For those of you that don't know the context, we were watching a Review Tech USA exposed documentary last night. There was a section that came up between DSP and Review Tech USA, and my chat was...
For the record, I don't know what documentary he's talking about. I don't think this is the June the King one, because I don't think there is a section in the June the King one that's me versus Rich. So he must have been watching a different documentary. I don't even know which one.
Spamming DSP is king because he's having a redemption arc right now because of the casino, and I basically said something along the lines of, you guys can all like have this little troll that he's king, but that guy's still a loser and he's gonna remain a loser. He's always gonna be on level 1, And this morning I woke up thinking about that and I'm like, I am just being a fucking hater. I'm just being a hater. But more than that, I'm being hypocritical. What is Lolcat alive, right? Part of it is redemption arc for Wings and Bookie. You know what I mean? So why am I hating on someone else having a redemption arc moment? Like that didn't sit right with me. So I owe you an apology, Darkside Phil. I may think in my head that you're not going to take advantage of this opportunity and you're going to end up right where you are, but I shouldn't hope that. I shouldn't put that energy out there, right? So yeah, I know we have our differences and whatnot, but I was wrong to shit on you last night and shit on the moment that you're having, and I apologize.
So that's it in its entirety. Unedited, no commentary from me on it whatsoever. I felt like the best way to approach it would be to do an honest playing of what it is. So you guys now have heard what he had to say. What I posted yesterday, because I basically quote tweeted it, right? And I said, should I respond to this? And by the way, this is all I said.
No, this is on this was on the morning
what I'd like to
failcast, Kumi.
Is just go through and actually try to get some public opinion on if you guys think that I should actually respond to Keemstar or not. So we'll just scroll all the way to the bottom here. Rubbing their hands together. Yeah, getting that vibe.
And they are really playing into his apology fetish.
And we're probably not going to read all of them, but we'll try to get through them here. You should glaze him like you did on side scrollers. You're a grown man, figure it out. How do you not realize after all these years you're being trolled by Kino and all of this is just an entire saga? You're still a level 1 beggar. I don't think you even have a 1-up on Rich. Well, there you go. But that being said, we're 5 likes away from 250, and it would be great if we could get some tips on the Strish. Why bother asking? You've never taken anyone's advice. You always do everything correct. I mean, that is true. I did nothing wrong.
No, I think they sped it up for the video.
Correct. That is absolutely true. That's why I don't need a redemption arc, by the way. I did nothing correct. I did everything wrong. No, go complain for donos on your stream. All right, I will. Guys, thank you so much because we have hit 250 likes on this stream. I really appreciate that. We can get some more. I mean, we have over 600 viewers, and I'm sure that at least half of you are not pocket watching hater losers. You know, really detractive waste of life shitbags. So if you could like the stream, if you're not like that and you're a good person, that would be great because that would help a lot.
Phil, I
and of
thought
course,
you
as
were
I've already
supposed to not
stated,
think
thank you
about
for the
this.
support I'm
So
getting
why
here.
are we
It'd be great if
doing
we
this
get some more
bit?
tips because I'm trying to hit that tier 2 tips goal by the end of this podcast. Okay, here's a good one. DSP right now. Oh, why not? Someone posting up my most embarrassing moment from 2016. Like I haven't seen this about 70, 80,000 times.
And you commented on it just again, Phil. Good job. You commented on it again.
I gotta say something at least, right? I mean, it's pretty unprecedented that this guy would ever publicly apologize. So I will say something on it, all right? First of all, I'm not gonna go crazy here into detail, all right?
Yeah, he really
But
doesn't.
basically,
Like,
here's what
people
I
are
see, right?
just openly
he
baiting
says
him.
in this apology, I'm sorry for being a hater because I was crapping on you last night, but I noticed in the chat as I was crapping on you that everyone was in my chat saying Phil is king, Phil is king. Everyone was being positive towards you. And I recognized that. And it took me time to think about it, but now I kind of admit I'm being hypocritical and a hater because I myself make content that's supposed to be redemption arc content for Boogie and Wings. And for me to then say that it's happening to you is bullshit and you're still going to be a loser and on level 1 is very hypocritical because it's going against what I'm doing, right? So for that, he apologized, right? It is still an apology, though. And that's something different. That's something big, no? To actually get an apology out of Keemstar. I mean, how many people have actually gotten an apology like that out of Keemstar? Probably not many. Probably he has over the years, I'm sure. But a guy like him,
So people have gotten an apology out of Keemstar.
like, apologize like that, right? Is something different. You know, it's kind of weird. It's weird to hear that for me to even be talking about that, you know, this morning. Okay. And by the way, we should say this too. The one reason why he's apologizing is because of the chat. You understand that? Like, he was streaming this documentary about Rich that was very, you know, anti-Rich. He was slamming Rich and everything. And the segment came up about me, and he says, "Oh, he's a loser, whatever." And the chat's like, "No,
Well, weren't
no,
you
he's
guys
king.
slamming
Don't
Rich?
you understand? People like him now. We're watching his content.
Oh, right,
All
y'all
that
just
stuff is
razzing.
bullshit. We don't care about it. We like Phil now, and it's not right that you're slandering him like this on your stream. It's just old, tired shit. Cut it out."
Wait, whoa. Who said we like Phil? I didn't hear Keem say anywhere that people are liking Phil. He said he saw what was happening with you in the Kino Casino. Like, there's a difference there, Phil. Nobody got in Keemstar's chat and was like, Phil is king, Phil is king. Oh, okay.
Was king. And then when he saw that, he realized, oh, so I guess the shtick won't work anymore, right? Like the shtick literally will not work. I can't just sit here and crap on Phil anymore because public opinion has changed. What I'd like to do is I would like to say, I would make an offer that I will appear on his Lal Cow podcast.
Like, whoa.
For a very small contribution to the King's coffers of $50,000. If you would like to pay me $50,000 to appear on his show for a 2-hour segment, I will appear on his show for 2 hours.
He offered you $50,000 to be on the show, period. So what the fuck is this? You trying to pull a reverse Uno here? Are you trying to spend Chuck E. Cheese tickets at Walt Disney? I'm just saying, like, Keem already made this offer to you. What you're trying to say is, if Keem accepts this, you can turn around and be like, see, I'm the one that told him pay me, and he paid me. Okay.
For $50,000. Oh yes, money. Very nice, money. And no, this is not a joke. 50 grand, and I will appear on his show. Now I'm actually making a real public offer that's actually, not bullshit, all right? 50 grand, and I...
Phil, hold on. Keem made the offer to you on Twitter. Now we're trying to reverse Uno it because you're saying it on your stream. Okay.
I will come on your show for 2 hours and we will talk about whatever. I mean, don't expect me to be doing any kind of crazy shit. But since you're so desperate to have the king on your show, I mean, literally you've talked about me like every fucking show, pretty much. I mean, you had entire episodes dedicated to me. It only seems fair that the king should be collecting his tithes.
They haven't talked about you every show. That's a lie. They haven't talked about you every show. Oh, okay, for you, man. When the fall happens, it's going to be huge.
In taxes, right? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, 50 grand, and I'll go on the Lal Cow show for 2 hours, one live show, and we'll do whatever. Fair enough. Or I'll make a counter offer for you, because I'll be honest, I've seen the show recently. It's not very good. It's pretty bad. All right, the show is.
The guy that can't run a podcast and can't somehow pull guests on his show is going to makes an offer and then is going to make a counter offer for himself. Oh, okay, I got to hear this one. You take the 50K when Phil is trying to get LTG. Exactly. And Street Fighter. Exactly.
Pretty much on its last legs at this point, even though you do have a large group of really mentally stunted people who watch it and think that it's like quality content. It's really bad. And you can tell that this show is definitely not going to exist forever. This is his latest venture of crap that's not going to work, just like his Happy Punch bullshit, where it was supposed to be a big thing that him and Boogie and Wings were going to keep boxing other people, and never happened. It fell apart.
They never said they were going to keep boxing. It was a one-time deal. Where are you getting this information? It was one fight. They had to fight. That was it. The fuck you getting off of this? Wings and Boogie gonna keep man, they'll both be dead in the fucking ring. Where are we getting this information? What are your sources? Who is telling you that? Who is feeding you this?
This junk, no one likes it. And his show right now is falling apart. Oh, I have a host. Oh, the host is off the show. They're on the show. I'm paying the host. I'm not paying the host. Now I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Oh, we got no content. Oh shit, let's make Boogie pick up trash and drink piss. And it can only last so far. So I'm gonna make a counter offer because I'll be honest, I don't think Keemstar can afford $50,000 for me to be on his show. I don't think that would happen. I think actually, and by the way, I'll say this too, no counter offers. It's either you accept the offers or nothing. There's no counter offer. We're not going to negotiate. This is.
You just said you're offering a counter offer. You said you want the 50K and you said, well, I'll make a counter offer. The fuck?
Now you're in the king's court. You understand? I hold the cards now. I control the situation, not you. I have all the power here, not you. So it's either 50 grand or nothing. 50 grand or I'm not going to be on your show. But I do have another offer for you. You appear here on my Level 1 podcast. You don't have to pay to be on my show. You can be a guest on my show. Now, here's the thing. In order to actually have that happen, Keemstar would actually have to find a way to lower himself to my level on Level 1. Because usually what he does is he'll go on his Twitter and he'll scream and be like, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to be following you on Twitter. Wait, you right about this? I'm not going to, if you actually literally go on Twitter right now and say, I accept, I don't give a fuck. You actually have to contact me like a man, like a business transaction, which is what this should be. Not you screaming like a child on Twitter and acting like an immature child. I want you to actually like contact me.
So Phil, I'm gonna tell you right now, Phil. So Keem apologized. Whether he's sincere or sarcastic doesn't fucking matter. He said he was sorry for what he said. And that was that. You're now trying to turn it around and be the asshole to Keem. I hold the power. You hold nothing. If I was Keem, I'd tell you go fuck yourself and go on about my business. I would tell you take that fucking crown, the ghost, the fucking graphic thing behind you, the Wolverine doll, the Blanca doll, and shove it all up your ass. That's what I would tell you to do.
Via a method that makes sense. It exists. I have email, Twitter. I do have a Twitter account. You're blocked on there. All right. So what I would
So then,
do
how
now,
is he supposed to contact you on Twitter if your Twitter if you haven't blocked, Phil?
just to show good faith. The wrong mouse. To show good faith, I'll go and I'll unblock Keemstar on Twitter. So if he actually wants to send me a DM about appearing on this
Now, mind you, Keem has sent him a DM before, and Phil said, "Send me an email."
show, all right, we can talk about it. You want me on your show, you got to pay the king's taxes. It's just that simple. All right. So 50 grand and I'll be on your show for 2 hours, or we could talk about you appearing on my show. You're going to have to lower yourself down to level 1 if you actually want to have a real conversation with me. Don't post on Twitter about this. I don't care. If you do, I'm going to ignore you. Don't make any counter offers. I'm going to ignore them. It's my way or the highway, bro. So let's hear what you...
Okay, so first off, Phil, you're a nobody. Let's get that shit out in the air first. You're a fucking nobody. You have nothing to offer Keem at all. So you trying to act all high and mighty isn't going to work here. Now, if Keem pays you the 50 grand, which I doubt, then he's fucking dented. Like, dented to hell. And you're trying to do a scheme of a quick payday. And that's fucked up. Best response to be ignore DSP. Oh, yeah. No. Better response. Block DSP.
What you have to say about it.
Alright, so that's that. And I have nothing else, actually. Which saddens me a little bit. But it's okay. But with that, like, wow. Like, wow. Wow. I mean, he really thinks that. This dude really thinks he's all that in a bag of chips. Like, where do you get off trying to make these types of demands when you have nothing to offer? No, I didn't view the null one. That's a good one. Going. Let me see. What time is it? 9 o'clock? Ah. Well, it's 9 o'clock, so I'll actually get off here and make myself some dinner. I got some chicken to cook, guys. Some chicken. But I'll definitely go over the null one. I just can't believe this dude. Like, he really thinks he's all that right now. He thinks that he is, top dog Phil, and he's not. This is really pathetic. Yeah, he's going to try to claim victory, exactly. And that's all this is at the end of the day. He's going to continue trying to claim victory over people, that he's felting them, or and they're playing into this fucking apology fetish of his. Don't, even just for content, do not do that. Like, don't do that, because it's just bad either way you look at it. Like, you should never do that. Wow. I'm going to have to definitely chew on this for a while. Like, everything I've seen here was just... Sorry for getting loud. Sorry for getting heated. I shouldn't get that deep into it, but it's just the things he says. It's like, are you fucking serious? For him, I guess so. But thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching. I greatly appreciate you. I will definitely see you next time. Still deciding where I really want to take the channel. I mean, I enjoy doing this, don't get me wrong, but I'm still deciding where I want to take the channel beyond this. But, wow. Thank you, everybody. Stay safe. Remember, stay locked on. Take care, everybody.